goes aside from my soul. There goes aside, there goes aside. Now there goes aside from my soul. There goes aside from my soul. There goes aside, there goes aside. There goes aside from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes aside from my soul. There goes aside, there goes aside. Now there goes aside from my there goes aside. There goes aside, there goes aside. Now there goes aside from my soul. So.
1, 2, 3, jump.
Get wild.
Chiefs Kingdom. It's time for All Chiefed Up with your hosts, Steve and Mike Williams.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom. What's up, baby? No Gray here, tight end for your Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to All Chiefed Up with Mike and Steve Williams.
Kingdom, it's Saturday night. It's time for a Saturday night tailgate. Steve, what's up, man?
What's up, my man? How we doing today? It looks like we got a good little crew going in here. I'm ready to talk to them. How about you?
Yeah. Usual suspects having a little Saturday night tailgate. Dude, it's going to be nice doing this in a few weeks when we actually have a game coming up on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take it up a notch. It's going to take the Saturday night tailgate to a new level, Steven.
Talking about games instead of Kelce bopping people in the head.
The bopper, the mad bopper. Dude, I tell you what, your poll question about does he need to chill, does he need to whatever, I was wondering, like I know he tweeted today. I'll bring up the tweet. I guess we all know Kelce fought. I mean, it's not a big...
Again.
Yeah, it's not a...
2 days in a row. No big secret.
Yeah, it's not a big secret. He tweets this. Got to be a better teammate. Got to be a better leader, plain and simple.
Good on him. Good on him for acknowledging it.
Right. I was actually having dinner at Outback Steakhouse, and it was on ESPN.
Well, aren't you fancy?
Like, Kelce was actually on ESPN. That was the story of the day.
You're out there eating filet mignon at the Outback Steakhouse.
I was not. I was having a sirloin. But the thing is it's hilarious. They don't cover the Chiefs when normal stuff happens or when we win games. They cover the Chiefs when they think there's turmoil. And it cracks me up because,
That's what
look,
people want, man.
When I seen Kelce take a punch today, just a straight punch, I was like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, is he really just angry and bitter that he's at camp?
I know why.
Why?
Because Taylor Swift shunned him. She didn't take his bracelet. He was mad about it. He got shut down. So he has to take it on somebody. Why not DiCaprio Bootle and Jack Cochrane?
Right. It might be women problems, Maybe he's a little frustrated. Yeah, I don't think it's nothing. I mean, it really isn't. We all fight in football. If you played football, you've had a skirmish. It's not a big deal. I just found it funny. And when I first seen it, I was like, my God, what's going on with Kelce? But I kind of wondered. I kind of sat back and wondered. And, of course, he tweeted and he kind of proved me wrong by saying, he needs to be a better teammate. But at first I was like, is he doing this just to get the team fired up and playing better? You know what I mean? Like getting under their skin. And I know the defense is chirping. Defense is chirping out there, which is good.
Bootle's been running that mouth nonstop. I saw actually Richie James caught a ball and then laid it down beside him and did the little hand signal like, shut your mouth, dude. So I think he's driving him a little crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not a big secret that Kelce fought and different things. And, of course, he had that fight yesterday. And a lot of Chief fans don't care. I mean, we don't care. It's not like Travis Kelce's out here getting ready to be like kicked off the team or anything like that.
It's nothing, man.
It's
but
hot, man.
It's a story for the national media to pick up on because maybe there's a little bit of rift going on in Kansas City. Like anything they can do, it's kind of like the contract stuff.
Right.
Like any little seed they can plant just to try to bust this team up, but it's not going to happen. I mean, Kelce just out there being Kelce and Bootle's running his mouth and Jack Cochrane. I don't know if Jack Cochrane actually deserved what happened, but I don't know. I think Kelce's probably more sorry about that one. Did you happen to catch the video I made where I made Mike Tyson's punch out, Travis Kelce's punch out?
I did. I'm gonna play it in a second. Actually,
I was laughing so hard at that. It was great.
Right. Shout out Des the Gym. Says member for 2 months today.
I want to shout out Steve-O, too, for the 2-bomb before we even got started.
Okay, sweet. 2-bomb from Steve-O. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, 2 months from Dez, and it says how it's the Chiefs are falling apart because EB is gone and there's no discipline and accountability. That's tongue-in-cheek. He's not really meaning that. And then Steve-O says, you ready for some football? We are, guys. We're ready. We're ready. Dude, we're inching closer. We finally got through the rookie OTAs. We finally got to the rookies, QBs reporting. Now they finally got the pads on. Dude, we're getting so close to the preseason game. I can hardly contain it. I don't know, man. I want to see football. I want to see football. Do you want me to play your Kelce punch out? I think it's going to be hilarious.
We can. Before that, though, thanks for joining us for the Saturday Night Tailgate. We're happy to see you guys and be able to talk with you guys for a couple hours tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers before the end of the season. That was a goal set by our beautiful ACU crew here in the chat. And also, you guys that are here already, we appreciate you. Can you hit that like button for us? Help us get us out to more people. And, yeah, Mike, let's take a peek at what I wasted, 20 minutes of my life making this morning. Let's do it.
This guy out here doing this. It could be loud. I don't know. So just preparing you. Here we go. Dude, this is so stupid, by the way. What are you doing with your spare time?
It's freaking awesome.
I just love the music. The music takes me back to the Nintendo, baby.
The knockout punch on Cochrane now.
Look at that. Just like, what are you doing with your time, by the way? Well, you make a short and put that up on YouTube just so everybody can start like passing that around. That'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna post it right now. No, I'll post it at the end of this live stream.
Yeah,
I'll make it short and I'll post it.
Post
You guys
a
gotta go
YouTube
watch.
short, throw it up, or do
Dude,
it tomorrow.
I don't know if you guys ever played Mike Tyson's Punch Out when you were a kid, or actually they changed it after they lost the license to Mike Tyson. It just became Super Punch Out, I think.
That's when it sucked.
But yeah, if you guys played Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you gotta appreciate that.
Dude, the music, it was totally fighting the guy that chewed on the rose. You remember how you say, "Meow, meow," and then he
Actually, that was Joe Glass.
was it Joe Glass? I
Well,
thought it was Don
there's
Flamenco.
there was so many punches thrown in a small amount of time. I had to get one where there's like, you know how you just beat the hell out of Joe Glass
Oh yeah,
or Glass Joe or whatever his name is. I don't remember.
yeah, it's one of them. He only had one win, by the way. If you go back to the game, one win,
And that
it
was your
against-
girlfriend.
It was against my girlfriend. She couldn't beat Glass Joe. Like, come
That's
on.
great. Then your girlfriend's brother, he actually said he got mad that she couldn't beat him, and he was like, I actually accidentally dropped my power glove one time and beat him, knocked him out when I dropped it.
He dropped the power glove by accident. It swung a punch, knocked the dude out. She couldn't beat him. Come on. That's embarrassing. Come on, man.
That's awesome. But
Oh,
back to
man.
camp, man. Back to camp. So we saw a lot of good stuff today. Justin Ross is showing out. He had a little highlight here and there. So, I mean, that's exciting. Everybody's got to be pumped about Justin Ross. We actually saw a catch from him with Nazeeh Johnson defending. And then Nazeeh, he had a bit of an injury today, a little scare. So, Mike, I'll let you elaborate a little bit more on that stuff. You know more about it than I do.
Right. So, well, I'll start it back with the full camp, with the full injury report. So, PJ Green had said that Jody Fortson, because of his shoulder, Dana, calf, Tranquil was not there. Also, he did not see Sneed and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It turned out that Clyde was just battling an illness, and then Sneed had some knee injuries. Well, what happened is they had to call off practice because this hellacious storm blew through. They had to take it indoors. When they took it indoors, not good for our boy Nazeeh Johnson. They said that he did have a really good pass breakup. He went one-on-one with Sky Moore, had a beautiful pass breakup, and then here it is. Unfortunately, after the Chiefs moved indoors because of heavy rain, Nazeeh Johnson, who has had a nice camp, sustained what appeared to be a significant right leg injury on the first rep of team period. The Chiefs could provide an update soon. They have not provided an update as of right now. Pete Sweeney just came out a few hours ago and said Pete Sweeney. He said the possible serious injury to Johnson's knee is a true shame. He was one of the best early stories of camp. I anticipate an official update Sunday because Andy Reid will speak to the media. That is tomorrow. Our boy Charles Goldman also come out and said Nazeeh Johnson is the Chiefs' best gunner and was pushing guys like Jalen Watson and Joshua Williams for starting reps on the defense. Losing him for any stretch of time is suboptimal. And we hate to hear that, man. You really do. Nazeeh Johnson has been battling this camp. I was rooting for him. I had him right there on the bubble, and I had him actually making the 53.
Right.
You do not want to see any kind of injury. We've been dealing with this.
Absolutely gut-wrenching for a guy like Nazeeh Johnson, man.
Right.
We had talked about before on one of our podcasts. I mean, he said as a rookie last year, he was on the practice squad up until he got called up, midway through the season or something like that? I can't remember. But either way, he was watching the other guys that got drafted with him go out there and excel, man, start. Get out there and put in significant snaps, and he was the guy on the practice squad. And then he finally got called to come up and play special teams, and he took advantage of that, and he was one of the best gunners out there.
Yep.
He did what he could with the opportunities he had. And then this offseason, it looked like to me that they got to work, man. Like, he didn't want to be that guy. He wanted to be the guy that they relied on to get on the field and play corner, just like Jalen Watson and Joshua Williams. And he went out in camp, was showing that he was just good or better than those guys. And people were starting to recognize it. People were talking about it, like Pete Sweeney, Charles Goldman, all these guys were talking about it. Even Tommy Rezach that we had on the show the other day, he was talking about it as well. and then this, man, that's just that sucks. Like, I feel for the guy because he was working hard to get on this team and do his thing, and that sucks, man. I hate it for him. I hope it's nothing significant.
Yeah, it really does suck. Nazeeh's been a big supporter. Actually, I'll just say it. Nazeeh's been a pretty big supporter of our channel, to be honest.
Yeah.
When we first started last year, Nazeeh was going to come on the show. He was going to come on the show before rookie OTAs, and just something come up. He had to go to camp, and we just kind of lost touch, and we didn't do it. But he's kept in contact on Twitter. He's continued to follow us. He tweets out some of our stuff all the time. Like, Nazeeh's constantly like sharing some of our stuff. I'll bring this up on the screen. He just shared this one. What was it? July 23rd. He retweeted our Nazeeh Johnson about busted that ass running down the hill today at Chiefs camp.
I'm glad he got a kick out of that too.
Yeah,
man.
we said, slow down, baby. We're going to need you. Man, right in that moment, I said, dude, I hope he didn't tweak a knee. I wonder if he did do something right there, and it just didn't.
No,
dude,
you're
it scares
reaching.
me though.
You're reaching.
I'm not reaching. Here's what I'm saying. I don't want to see injuries, man, and I don't want to see it to Nazeeh Johnson. We didn't want to see the injury to Joe Burrow. We didn't want to see the injury to Jalen Ramsey the other day. And
Right.
it's hit us hard. First 2 days of camp, 3 guys go out the first day. So far, they've been kind of minor. Kadarius Toney got injured within 5 minutes. And then now you've got Nazeeh, who might be a serious injury. I'm hoping it's nothing big, though, because he's such a young talent, and I just don't want him to have that setback, you know?
You're right. Well, something that I'm interested in, maybe some of the people in the chat are interested as well. I haven't got to dig around at what happened to camp just a whole lot today. I've got to see it in passing. Did they ever give an update on Drew Tranquill or Jody Fortson, or are we still kind of left hanging there, wondering what's going on?
I haven't heard anything officially just yet. They're still just saying shoulder, neck. And of course, I said Clyde missed the day, and L'Jarius Sneed missed because of a knee. They didn't really say what that was.
Was Clyde the one that was sick?
Clyde was sick, and
Okay.
Nick Bolton was sick the other day too. So there might be something going around, something small. I don't know. Maybe it's just the heat. I mean, then maybe they get back into their rooms and get really like
Get a little dehydrated.
Yeah, just something, man. But I actually got the clip of John Ross putting it on Nazeeh, and I hate showing the clip because it's Nazeeh, but we'll show the clip because John Ross, the Chiefs actually shared this. Justin. I don't know why I keep saying
John no longer exists as a Chief.
John gone. That's
John
what's up.
gone. He quit.
Here we go. Here's the Ross clip. It was a beautiful little move. Nice little push off he got away with there. That was
very Jamar Chase.
That was a little Jamar Chase, baby.
Look, I tell you, some people were complaining in the comments, being like, "That was OPI." Let me introduce to you to a man named Jamar Chase. Okay,
You ever heard of a boy named Jamar Chase?
that was weak. If you're talking about Jamar Chase,
if you got called for that.
The Bengals wouldn't have any receivers if you couldn't do that.
If you couldn't do that, Joe Burrow have about 14 passing yards per week. We actually made a short out of that because I want to say after he puts the double move on him and he pushes off,
he didn't really push
the
off,
time.
though, I don't think.
Hey, he takes the time to dry his hands on the towel behind his back before he catches the ball.
Tony.
Let's watch this. We actually made a short out of this and brought it up. You're going to see it. I even took the time to zoom in so everybody could see it really nice. You see him wipe the hands, and then I'm going to put it in slow-mo, zoom in, wipes them hands, baby. And then he turns and burns.
Very reminiscent of Kadarius Toney, getting his gloves together before he got the ball. The thing about it is, man, honestly, I don't think that was a push-off. I think that was pure momentum that had Nazeeh going that way. There was a bit, like some hands there, some hand fighting, but I really don't think he shoved him that hard. There's no way. I mean, if he did.
Do you have to shove him that hard, though? If he's got his momentum going that way?
I'll tell you, if he shoved him that far, then Justin Ross has a lot more strength than I think he has because he didn't even full arm it. He barely touched him.
Pretty good, bro.
What are you talking about? Watch it again.
Flying.
Watch it again.
Okay, I'm going to bring it up again.
Don't watch Nazeeh Johnson fly. Watch the arm. He barely even did anything, dude. There's no way. No way. Justin Ross is not that damn strong. There ain't no way.
Sound like a Bengals fan on Sunday. Trying to.
I don't know.
I don't know. They didn't call it. They got the officials in practice. They didn't call it, I don't think.
I'll tell you what. If it was any other team in the NFL, they probably wouldn't call that. But if it was the Chiefs, they would probably, the flags would have flown. Especially if it was Travis Kelce. Good Lord, he can't even look at someone wrong. But no, I like seeing that from Justin Ross, man. That tells me a couple things. And knock on all the wood that you can see, because I'm getting ready to mention Justin Ross looking like he's healthy. Like, I feel like a cut like that makes me think this guy's in full health. He's fast. He's looking good. He's looking comfortable out there. The routes he's running are great. If he can, we talked about him having a few drops, man. If he can just get that together, if he can get those drops together, I think the sky's the limit for this guy. Like I've said on the podcast, man, he's got to get the little things right and go from there, because he's got all the talent in the world. So, I mean, if he can just do the little things right, get on the squad, he could surprise a lot of people this year. It could be exactly what people have been thinking Justin Ross could do.
Well, yeah, he's looked good. That's all there is to it. I tell you what, though, the one guy that struggled today, Deneric Prince. Deneric Prince had his worst day in a Chiefs uniform today. He was out there for the first team, but the dude fumbled the ball once. He had a little fumbleitis. It did bounce out of bounds, so it saved him. They said he could not hit running lanes today. The defense was bottling the offense up. They could not open holes. They just said it was not a good day. I'll read the tweets. PJ Green, so you know I'm not lying here. Deneric Prince taking first-team snaps, offense trying to run counters, but, man, are they getting stuffed. Ron Kopp Jr. says Deneric Prince just fumbled in second-team 9-on-7. The ball bounces out of bounds. Here we go again, PJ Green. Deneric Prince still finding his footing in this offense. Vision to find running lanes is tough to work on in the NFL, but with this defense, there aren't many open lanes to find. Defense has dominated so far today. So our defense has been in the heads of this offense since day one. That's why Kelce's out there punching people and getting frustrated, because our defense is getting to the ball. They're flying there. They're playing to the whistle. They're punching. They're doing whatever they can. This defense is going to be a problem for other teams, I'm telling you.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say, man. We've worked a lot on improving this defense, and I think they really are even better than last year. They're going to easily, if the Chris Jones thing gets squashed, and we got Stone Cold out there, this is easily a top 10 defense. Could be a top 5 defense before the season's over. They got faster. I mean, they got smarter with people like Drew Tranquill out there. He wasn't even playing today because of an injury, and they were having trouble. I mean, it's just, the defense could be a problem for a lot of teams. And so be it. It is early in camp, and they just now put the pads on, so it's not like a huge thing. Like, to think the offense is not playing well or anything like that. You got Deneric Prince, who's trying to learn the playbook, man.
Right.
Not a big deal at all. I mean, this kind of stuff's going to happen. This is the time for all these mistakes to take place, and this is the time for them to figure out what needs to be worked on. Like, hey, Deneric, are you having trouble seeing the running lanes? Are you having trouble seeing the holes to hit? Because guess what? Isaiah Pacheco did last year when he started.
I was just going to say that. Pacheco had the same problems last year.
Pacheco run up the backs of everybody. He couldn't slow down and be patient. So, I mean, it could be the same type of issue, but this is the time that you point out things like that and you write them down. You take your notes as a coach or whatever, and you're like, look, Deneric, here's your problems. Here's your weaknesses. Here's what you need to work on. Let's get that up to here, and then you can be the player that you have the ability to be.
They're going to do it. You just got to point out. If they struggle, they struggle. We point out all the good stuff they do. If they have a bad day, you got to call them out on it. It's not. Like the end
we're just talking about it.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's just telling you what happened today.
Very early in camp, and these are young people.
Right, Des the Gym, $2.
What's up, Des? Thanks for the 2-bomb, buddy.
He said, "Are they going to wear pads every day now?" I'm pretty sure they will wear pads every day,
for the most part. Yeah,
unless Andy gives them a day off without pads. Cobra Kai Ty with the 3-month membership on the Patrick Mahomes level.
Ty in the house, baby. What's up, Ty?
What's up, Ty? He says, I love it, Steve. I used to play that game all the time. Hey, Chiefs fam, please remember to hit that like button. If we get enough likes, I'm going to start gifting some memberships. And Ty will do that. He does that from time to time. Yes. And I'll say, if you do see the memberships and you are not a member yet, click it, turn on gifting, and say that I would like to receive a free gift. Who doesn't like free gifts?
Right, I saw someone in the chat just mention the Royals just won, which is cool. They've struggled, so any win's great. But I just wanted to bring this up real quick, and we'll get right back to football. Did anybody happen to see Bobby Witt Jr. with a walk-off grand slam last night on a 102-mile-an-hour fastball, dude? Hey, 3-2. It was down to the last pitch, 102 miles an hour, and he hit a grand slam. That's pretty sick. When baseball is like,
dude,
when baseball's fun and exciting, it's really fun and exciting. When baseball's boring, it's boring.
Yeah. When they went to the World Series and won, man, that was some exciting, fun stuff to watch.
Oh yeah, that was great.
But yeah, when they struggle, It's struggle bus. It really is. You don't want to watch a team go out there and just suck. It's 9 grueling innings of suck.
Let's just hope they get it back together. We need Brett Veach over there with the Royals, seeing if they can get this team back together. Maybe that they need to work on something like that.
Right. Yeah, true. Lego Mahego, what's up, Lego? He says, when do they lose the marshmallow helmets?
They keep them the entire camp.
Yeah, I think it's mandatory now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
to help with head injuries.
I don't know if it's mandatory, but I do know they have data that supports that it has eliminated head injuries in preseason stuff. So
I mean, I'm fine with it. If they do it for preseason, who cares? As long as they don't want to bring it out during the game. I seen somebody say, can what's his name? Quarterback Tua. Can Tua wear a puffy helmet all year? Jan said that. Jan, that's funny. But God,
Tua.
I wouldn't be surprised you don't see something stupid like that within the next few years, man.
Wouldn't be surprised, man.
Right. Let me see. Let's get on back to a little bit of camp stuff. How about that?
I see something. I want to bring it up.
Go ahead.
Des, he says, what do you guys think of CJ's tweets today? The only one that I saw was just where he said someone had mentioned, hey, what's going on with the contract talks and everything, and he responded and said, all is good. So that's the only one I've seen. If there's more, let me know. Mike, I don't know if you know about it anymore, but I did see
that's
that.
the only one I've seen.
And as far as that goes, I think that has to be encouraging. I don't think he was being facetious or anything like that. I think he was being serious. Like, hey, everything's good. Chill out. That's the vibe I got from it.
Well, let's hope. Yeah.
Or maybe he meant all is good. I already worked out this morning. And I'm sitting in the air conditioning. And everyone's outside getting storm done.
That's probably what it is. Well, like I said earlier, L'Jarius Sneed still nursing some kind of a knee.
Right.
The DBs, though, with Sneed out of the mix, Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson got the start. Nazeeh Johnson actually got the start on the outside. Trent slid in for nickelback looks.
Nice.
Trent McDuffie, dude, so good. Again, we loved the pick last year. We said instantly he's a top 5 nickel corner. Dude, this guy's going to be good. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Did you see the play today where he just jumps midair and just blocks out? It was insane. I don't even know what in the world he did.
Talking about McDuffie?
Yeah, like the McDuffie play where it's insane how good he is.
McDuffie is so good. Like, what an awesome draft pick. And that's the thing. Like, we were all so confused because I was like, man, Brett Veach will never take a corner in the first round. It's not going to happen. He hits on him late too much. And then, of course, Trent McDuffie fell down. He traded up and took him and made me eat my words. But that was just one of those guys, man. Like, Mike, you called it before the draft ever started. Like, man, if Trent McDuffie falls anywhere close to pick 20, 21, whatever, they're going to jump up there and take him. The guy's too damn good. There's no reason for him to be down this low. And that's exactly what happened. They jumped Buffalo and snagged him.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people were saying we were going to take Booth out of Clemson, Kyer Elam out of Florida. And I said it. I was like, no, there's one corner I'd jump up for if I traded it for a corner, and that's Trent McDuffie. And Brett Veach did it because Trent McDuffie was that guy. Like, you could tell he was that guy.
Got Chief Kelce with the 2 bomb, and we didn't even talk about D-Hop. We appreciate you, Chief Kelce. Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
He says Kelce's punches are nothing. It's football in the heat, and that is exactly right. It's football in the heat. If it's 100 degrees outside, muggy, and you got Bootle running that mouth and then hitting you after the play, that doesn't surprise me at all. The only one that struck me a little odd was I didn't feel like Jack Cochrane really did much.
Me either.
To get that punch. But then again, it's football in the heat. Probably on the edge a little bit. They'd probably been smack talking a little bit here and there before that. You don't know the context of it. Maybe Cochrane did something to him to play before it.
Dude.
Like, you never know.
I think Cochrane was wearing the marshmallow because of the way he threw that hook, he may have concussed him.
He did. He threw that knockout punch.
Can we watch the clip? I've got the clip. Y'all want to watch it? I think it's hilarious.
We watched it with the Kelce's knockout punch.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I got the full clip, though, where he's doing it. Chris R. Roush threw out the clip. Yeah, I'll show it really quick.
Sure, let's watch it. Thanks for the 2, Chief Kelce. We appreciate it.
Thanks for the 2, Chief Kelce. Appreciate you, brother. Just a warning, this may be loud. Somebody recorded this with their camera at there, and you know how those camera phones are. So just giving you a warning, I'm going to give you 3 seconds. Turn the volume down just a touch because it's pretty loud.
1. You're done.
3, 2, 1, and you're done.
What are you listening to here?
I don't know what they're listening to. Kelce's right here in the slot.
And what?
Oh, yeah. I seen
Okay.
it. He come in and tried to punch the ball out at the end.
Okay. Yeah, not as confusing.
But, bro, did one punch at the ball, and Kelce turns around and just throws a haymaker, dude.
I think if it would have been closer to when Kelce actually caught the ball.
Kelce just on one. That boy just mad right now.
I'm not mad at it. I like the passion. I like the fire. And, it is what it is. It's preseason. It's camp. It's, I don't know, man. It's good to see Kelce, like, into it like that. I mean, as a vet, 34 freaking years old, normally they're just going through the motions. Kelce's out there playing and competing. Competitors are going to compete, and they're going to get a little frustrated from time to time. It happens, and I'm okay with it. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I'm sure him and Jack Cochrane are just fine to play later. It's just what teammates do, man. If you played sports ever, you know that. I mean, back when we played football, Mike, we'd fight with people all the time that were our friends.
Oh, yeah.
Like
all the time.
Our actual friends that we went to school with and everything else, we talked to them every day. We'd punch them right in the face if we had to,
Right.
Well, how it went.
I retweeted it, and from All Chiefed Up, it's just some tough love out there, bro. Don't beat yourself up over it. Competitors compete. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Competitors compete. It's nothing more than that. But I did think, I was just amazed, though, that he just come at him just so hard. Because I was like, what in the world did Jack Cochrane
the thing about it is throwing punches. Like, that's where you should probably
let's
draw
not hurt
the
the
line.
hand.
Yeah, not only that, you're gonna get hurt more than likely before somebody else is gonna get hurt. But somebody else could get hurt, I suppose, some way or another. And the thing about it is, if you do that in a game, you're done. You're gone.
Yeah,
like you can't be hot headed like that in a game, because you get an important game and then you throw a punch and you're done. And Kelce's one of those guys we have to have on the field.
You're done.
You're done. You know what, though? I do like the fire from Kelce, though, because I remember old Kelce that would throw flags on the referees and stuff and get kicked out of games. I was fine with him back then. I liked that passion. I liked that fire in him, because, I mean, the Chiefs dealt with a lot of BS, a lot of bad calls back then. And when he did it, I was so happy he did it. I understand that it's not a good look for the Chiefs, and Reed wasn't happy about it, of course, and things like that. But at the time, I was like, you know what? I'm glad one of them finally did something. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's only so long you can sit there and take BS before you have to. Someone's got to do something.
Right. Well, let's jump back into some more stuff at camp. Chamari Connor, we got a pretty good look at Chamari today. He got some reps with the first team in the team run. He said the defense dominated that entire period. Chamari Connor also comes out. Rookie Chamari Connor with a terrific pass breakup strip on MVS on a deep ball from Mahomes. Chamari Connor, he had to step up today. Was today a trial run? No Snead out there. And then look who come in. Chamari.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing about it is, man, we have awesome depth at the cornerback position. We've talked about this.
Well, they put Nazeeh in first.
Well, right. That's what I was getting ready to say. So we've talked about how good of depth we have, a lot of young guys in the cornerback position, and that's why we've led conversations way ahead before other people wanted to even touch on the subject, was the fact that L'Jarius Sneed might not be a Chief for the whole year, and he might definitely not be a Chief after this season. And now with Nazeeh going down, if that does end up being a significant injury, that does kind of suck for our depths, because Nazeeh, he got up there and he was competing with Josh Williams and Jalen Watson for, first team. And then now all of a sudden you got a hole there. Of course, Chamari Connor's still around, and you got some other guys that I still think Khalif Hallisey could step up. We did see his name pop up a couple more times today than usual, so he's getting some work as well. But do you think that if it is something significant with Nazeeh, which I pray it's not, I hope he's fine. Hope it's something insignificant. But if it were to be something that he missed a lot of time, does that? I guess it doesn't really change things for L'Jarius Sneed. Like maybe they don't trade him before the deadline and they keep him for the rest of the year. Could it affect it that way?
I mean, yeah, the thinner that room gets, now Sneed becomes more important.
Right.
But I don't know. Something about it doesn't sound good. Like the way that they talked about it and the fact that they went indoor. I'm assuming indoor was turf.
Yeah.
So they just come off the grass onto the turf, one play. I hate that. I just wish they should have just called it off. Should just call the practice off and say, screw it, we're going to the house. Give them 20 minutes off today. Like, I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. Would you give them 20 minutes off if you knew Nazeeh wasn't going to hurt himself?
But
Yeah.
did they only practice for 20 minutes indoors? I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure
It wasn't very
longer than
long. It wasn't very long.
Well, either way, man, that's kind of stuff like we talked
Right.
about. Was it yesterday when all the injuries happened and we were just talking? It's
Yeah.
camp. It's early.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff that happens.
It happens.
You just can't overreact, right? Like it sucks, and it really sucks when it's a significant injury. But it is what it is. I mean, football is plagued with injuries. It always is. We've been pretty fortunate the last few years,
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
if we have a little bit of bad luck this year, you can't get too down on it because we've had a pretty good run.
Maybe worse than Nazeeh was the fact that they had Lucas Niang with the second team as an with a left tackle. Like, come on. Well, can we quit the Lucas Niang experiment?
I don't think why
what
do
is
they
the
keep
deal?
doing it? Why are they doing this to us?
Dude, it's like watching Brokeback Mountain, and he's like, I can't quit you. Like, that's the Chiefs with Lucas Niang. They cannot quit this guy, and he is horrible. Like, he stinks. They've got to get rid of him. Like, maybe they're finally giving him a chance. They're like, look, we're going to put you in. When you suck, you can't say you didn't get, whatever. But they got him playing that. They had Wanye playing the third team right tackle. Like, I would rather have Wanye Morris any day over Lucas Niang at second
left
team
tackle.
left tackle.
Right. Yep.
So it's just one of those things they have to be moving these guys around. But the fact of the matter is, can we get over the Lucas Niang experiment? I'm over it. Like, he offers me nothing. He offers the Chiefs not a lot. And I say this, Lucas, if you're watching, no hard feelings. I like you as a human, but my God, man, can we get it together and play some football?
Well, that's the thing about it, man. No one. We do not hate Lucas Niang. Like, seems like a fine man. He's a good kid for real. But I mean, he's just missed so much time with the Chiefs, and he hasn't really produced much of anything. Might not be his fault. It might not be his fault. It's just the way the cards fell. But either way, man, I'm with you. I just think it's time to let this experiment go.
If you put him on the 53, in my opinion, you're wasting a roster spot. I'm just going to say it. If I was picking the 53, he wouldn't be on my 53. Like, you're going to have to convince me you're going to have to convince me so much to put him on that 53. You would have to take at least 10. If you take 10, if you take 9 like you did last year, he's not on it.
Right.
They ended up giving Prince Tega a wild-looking contract. Did you even see that? Like, somehow he snuck out a wild contract, dude, and it's a pretty good contract he got for like a year or 2 years. And everybody's like, when did they sign him to this? And it was funny. Like, I don't remember who was tweeting about the other day, but yeah, so everybody keeps saying they're going to cut Prince Tega, but geez, he got a contract and a half. I mean, it's nothing crazy. Let's not be honest. It's not like $20 million for a year or something, but I will say this. So I see somebody in the chat ask about Felix. Felix is struggling right now. I don't know what the deal is. He's struggling.
Is he actually struggling, or is he just quiet?
Dude, third team defensive lineman, B.J. Thompson, Keandre Coburn, Truman Jones. Felix hasn't even worked into the team period yet. So he didn't even make the top 3 teams at defensive end. Your first-round pick. 3 teams, and he didn't make the crack there.
It's camp. I mean, you got Lucas Niang playing second team left
Okay,
tackle.
but still, B.J. Thompson, Truman Jones are getting looks over your first-round pick. Strange. I don't know. They've not said anything about it. They've not said if he's injured, if he's tweaked something, if they're easing him in. I don't know. But it's kind of weird that him not getting in 3 teams, he's not in yet. Wanye's down at the third team. It's kind of strange. It's just kind of strange. I get it. It's practice. I'm not going to read too much into it. I will say this. Danny Shelton today, man. What are they doing with Danny Shelton? Did you all see that one?
Him throwing a ball?
I spied Chiefs Danny Shelton in the red zone package. They ran it twice, no score. Pete Sweeney, Danny Shelton in motion on offense is what I needed today. Nate Taylor says they called that Danny Shelton formation XXL. A good rep by Danny Shelton. Dude, what is going on with Danny Shelton? I actually got video.
I did see that.
This.
I did see it. Yeah, you should play that.
I will play the video. Chris Roush, thanks for the video, buddy. What in the world is happening? Danny Shelton throwing the Nick Allegretti. What in the hell's going on out here, Steve?
Wouldn't that be the most confusing thing ever? But I mean, I guess it's just one of those little trick plays, right? Like, how many times have we line up like Colin Saunders is like a fullback or something like that? You know what I'm saying? So if you put Danny Shelton in there on a 2-point conversion or a goal line play right there, you think that he's going to lead block, right? You don't think he's going to get the ball and pass it to an offensive lineman. That's just Andy being Andy, isn't it?
Didn't Danny Shelton look a little slimmer there?
Did he?
I think he's lost a little weight, man.
Play it one more time for me.
I read that they said
I don't think so.
They've got some coaches really trying to revive his career here. Here we go. Yeah, he's a little bit thinner. I mean, he was.
I don't know
he
about
was a
that.
big old boy, man.
He's about 2 times the size as Nick Allegretti.
Look at him though.
That dude is huge.
He went over to Justin Reed, man. He probably eats T-bone steaks bigger than Justin Reed. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know. They're just having some fun, I guess. Other than that, man, the receivers look pretty good again today. I mean, that's probably the biggest story out besides the injuries and Kelce. Rashee Rice apparently got a long gain on an end around, so they run an end around to him. First play of the period. This also says MVS was targeted and Shamari Connor broke that up. But Rashee Rice again, Ron Kopp says they work on an unbalanced formation with Smith and Taylor to the left. Rashee gets the ball quickly to the right and scores a long TD. It was not against the Chiefs starters though. Hashtag Chiefs. Dude, don't you hate autocorrect? Autocorrect may be one of the dumbest inventions in the history of inventions.
Well, it's great sometimes, but it's bad when you don't want it to be.
I've never had one instance of autocorrect saving me. It makes me say stupid
stuff. It doesn't
stuff.
save you, but it can make you text faster because I can type something that's even close to the word and hit space and it's good.
It makes me type slower because I'm constantly having to go back and redo what they suggest.
You're definitely one of those people that get the autocorrect bomb because you'll text me and you'll say the same wrong thing like 8 times in a row and then just give up.
And sometimes I'll just keep doing it just to see how many times they'll say something stupid. MVS today beats Nick Jones on a whip route at the goal line. 15 puts it on him for a score. You mentioned this earlier. Gabbert threads the needle on a slant to Justin Ross for a goal line TD. A very impressive catch. Tightly defensed. Okay. And then, of course, like we mentioned, the Chiefs had, due to inclement weather, they moved it indoors and it became closed to the public. That's basically the roundup of today, man. Kelce fighting, people getting injured still.
I mean, other than Nazeeh's injury, it was a pretty good day, albeit with the weather and everything. But 191 people in here. We appreciate you guys being here on a Saturday night, hanging out with us, tailgating.
We appreciate it.
If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't be afraid to get in the chat. We got an awesome community built up. The ACU crew is amazing, so don't be afraid to get in the chat. Hit that sub button, hang out with us more often. And you guys that are here, we appreciate you like always. Thanks for everything that you do for us, and make sure you hit that like button. That way we can get this out to more people. But yeah, man, camp was pretty good today. Like I said, other than the Nazeeh Johnson injury, can't complain too much. And I really hope that it's nothing significant. I know that everyone said it looks significant and it could be bad, but they don't know anything yet. So I'm gonna keep positive about it. I hope he's good because he's been working to get in there, man, and he's been doing his thing. So I really hope that works out for him.
Yeah, you know who's not been talked about a lot? We talked about him yesterday. Everybody's talking about these wide receivers, man. And people just keep forgetting Justin Watson. I get it. He's mid.
Yeah.
He's mid,
he's
according to a lot of people.
Okay, if you take out everything, if you take out all that, like all opinions and everything, somehow Justin Watson just is the most forgettable guy.
Dude, and he had a good day again today.
Is it just him? Is it just him? Like the way he looks, his name, his personality? Like, is that what it is? Because I feel like if they weren't even football players, if you just took this group of people and you hung out with them for 2 hours and you left, he'd be the first one that you forgot about.
Yeah, he's not flashy, you know. That's just the way it is. I'll play the clip. Got him working on Shamari Connor and just washes him.
Not Connor, was it?
29. Oh no, that's Lamar Jackson. My bad. Lamar. Sorry. Lamar Jackson. It's funny to watch Lamar Jackson get beat after running his Paho yesterday, but I will say, the dude runs pretty good routes. I don't know. I think last year, because everybody says his hands suck, he drops a lot. Well, last year they just kind of threw to him deep a lot too. Like, it's tough to do that, you know.
Right.
20 bomb from Steve-O.
Steve-O, legendary.
Bet Kelce gets targeted all camp for that Bengals blunder. Knocking the ball out. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't tell him, hey, Kelce struggles with that a little bit.
What if that was really what it was? What if that really what it was? They were like, we didn't forget that. Go out there and beat the crap out of his arms. No, they didn't do that. Hey, that's awesome. Appreciate the 20, Steve-O. You're awesome. Thanks for all your support, man. We do appreciate you.
Means a lot, dude.
Man.
I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm going to get to the chat. I'm going to start answering some questions. We pretty much run down all the gist
Speaking of the chat, throw some nukes. Throw some nukes out there for Steve-O.
Throw some nukes. Throw some legendaries. And maybe even mix in a little bottle of ketchup.
A little sprinkle of ketchup.
Put a little ketchup on it.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead, man. I'll let you roll with the chat, and I'll just watch you do it.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, by the way, we have 79 likes, 183 watching. Let's go click that like button, people. Let's take 2 seconds. Click the like button. Show the support. It's free to do, and it's awesome. We appreciate you. Let me go. Let's see. No one talks about it, but that was a pretty good roundhouse left by Kelce. That's what I said. When I seen it, Chief Kelce, I said, my God, this dude threw a haymaker.
It was so random and, like, without hesitation, I think is the funny part. Like, he didn't even think about it.
That was kind of my point. I was like, my God, like, what is he going through?
Like, yeah, dude, it was just instant. Like, Jack Cochrane didn't even have a chance to be like, my bad, bro. Like, it was just straight haymaker to the dome.
It's got to be it's got to have some women problems, man. It's got to be
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift owes Jack Cochrane an apology. That's all it is.
She does. She owes herself an apology for not talking to Kelce. She's going to regret that one.
Dude, let me tell you something. Taylor Swift thinks she's better than Travis Kelce.
No. It wasn't just that. She has like a rule. She don't talk to anybody beforehand.
Yeah.
Like that's if you read it.
Voice.
Like she does like 2 or 3 hours of performing, so she don't
she does
talk
every
before
night
or after for a certain amount of time. Yeah.
You don't. Okay, look. If I'm singing for 3 hours a night, I don't care if I've been singing for 6 months. If Selena Gomez tries to come backstage and talk to me, I'm gonna open my mouth and say something. Like, it ain't that important, bro. Like, so come on. Don't you ever diss Travis Kelce like that. I will burn your CDs that I do not own.
He's so wanted he had his own reality dating show. What about that?
Yeah, that was an embarrassment. But it was fun to watch. Rick Thomas, what's up, Rick? I hope you are a subscriber and that you're part of the ACU crew. That'd be amazing. Because we know you like the Chiefs, or you would not have asked, could Prince assume Pacheco's role and Pacheco assume McKinnon's? I don't see that ever happening. Not a bad question, not a bad thought, but I just can't see Prince being RB1 over Pacheco and then Pacheco just coming in for like some.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean with Mike on this one. I don't think that Prince can be a better Pacheco than Isaiah Pacheco, and I know that Isaiah Pacheco can't exactly do what McKinnon does as far as pass protection and things. Yeah, I'm sure he's worked on it and he's getting better at it. He has a whole year under his belt, but McKinnon's got that experience. He's the best pass protector as far as running backs go. And then, yeah, I guess Pacheco, I would like to see Pacheco start getting more into the passing game. I feel like that's something that they overlooked a lot last year. Back last year during camp and stuff, you saw Pacheco with some great catches, and then he never really got the opportunity. I think we've seen a few passes to him, but not a whole lot. I'd like to see him get more active in that. That would be cool. But, yeah, I'm with Mike. I don't think that will exactly happen. I think Deneric Prince will make the squad, but I think he's going to be RB4. I think you're going to see him mostly on kick returns.
Yeah, to start the season, I do think that. He's got to get that pass protection down. That's his big – that's always rookies' problems, right? Brent says, Mike, be careful with what you say. Those Taylor Swift fans are crazy.
They'll get you.
Dude, hey, the Swifties are wild. And I'll tell you, I don't have nothing against Taylor Swift.
They're hardcore, bro.
But, yeah, her fans are hardcore, man. Anybody that's going to sit in the rain for 17 hours, I'm out. I'm not doing that. Lori, we appreciate you. She says, always enjoy listening to you guys.
Thanks, Lori.
Appreciate you being here, by the way. Did you guys see the Jonathan Taylor drama?
Sure did.
We did. We were actually going to talk about that a little bit.
Before we talk about it,
go ahead.
We talk about that, I just got to bring this up. Jan Frygable with the 20 bomb. Appreciate you, Jan. Thanks for all your support since day one. Jan's the OG. She's been around since we first started the channel and always supporting, and we greatly appreciate it. If you guys could throw some legendaries and some nukes in that chat for Jan, we appreciate you, Jan.
And sprinkle in a little ketchup for Jan. Give her a little ketchup. She threw us a heart. The sticker's like a little, like a person saying, "Phew," and a heart popping out, and we appreciate it.
You don't have to describe it to them. They can see it. We can't.
I'm telling you. Did you see it?
Let me look. Yep, I see it now. All right, go ahead.
Rappaport.
Yeah,
Right,
go ahead with
go
Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
stuff.
Ian Rappaport says Colts star Jonathan Taylor has formally requested a trade after meeting with owner Jim Irsay. Steve said Jim Irsay already said he ain't trading him.
I did see that right before we
He
got
just
on.
said
I
he
saw
ain't doing
something.
it.
I don't know if it was Bleacher Report or somebody said something that he said he's not trading him now. He's not trading him in October. Get over it. Basically,
That's
just told
funny.
him no. Like, shut up. You get back to work and leave me alone.
Hey, man, just go to work. He won't be. I don't think he'll be in Indy after his rookie
Why
contract.
is he wanting out of there so bad? Like, what's the predicament here? Because I feel like they're a team that is on the rise. I think that the Colts are going to be better last year.
Oh, yeah.
And
Anthony
then
Richardson, man. That was
Yeah.
a good pick.
exactly, and he's apparently looking pretty daggone good in camp.
Surely he's not getting mad because his touches are going to go down. Doesn't that extend your career? Like, is that what he's afraid of?
You think they're
'Cause his
just all
contract year?
You think they're just all on that thing with the running backs where they're like, we need more money. You're
Could
cheating
be.
us.
Well, Jonathan Taylor was a second-round pick, so he can't get the fifth-year option. So this
Hey,
is contract
just
year for
real
him.
quick, while we're on that subject, the running back debacle, like all talking about the market and everything, everybody should take a minute to go see what Travis Etienne had to say about it today. I think he is a very, very smart kid, and what he had to say was spot on. So
What'd he
y'all
say?
should definitely check that out. He just said it is what it is. It's the market, and everybody needs to calm down. He understands that the best thing that they can do is work on their craft and get better and make themselves useful in other ways other than just carrying the ball. He's to learn how to receive better, learn how to block better, make yourself more valuable, make yourself like a Christian McCaffrey who did get paid. You can't just be a one-trick pony. I thought that was very smart by him, and it makes a lot of sense. It's just the way the league's going. That's why the market's down on guys like Derrick Henry, who does nothing but literally, carry the ball 3 times, first, second, third down, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
The bruisers is where they're having trouble. They have to evolve a little bit and make themselves more multifaceted. And I think he hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah. Actually, just now seen it. Yeah, you're right. Said he shares his thoughts. The market is what the market is. You have to diversify your game. You can't just be a downhill bruiser. We have to continue to evolve and grow our game.
Right. Pretty spot on.
What's funny is Jonathan Taylor actually come out to that and said, if you're good enough, they'll find you. If you work hard enough, you'll succeed. If you succeed, you boost their organization, and then it doesn't matter. You're a running back. And then Etienne actually tweeted that. So sound like he's kind of playing both sides of the fence just a tad bit.
Well, what he said was smart. I thought that made
Yeah.
a lot of sense. But yeah,
Right. Red Royce. Thank you for being here, Red Royce. He says Pop and Prince both run hard, stand high to high, and look for the hit. That's a hard way to run. Yeah, they both run hard, man. It really is. I think I think we're in a good situation with our running backs. Again, Clyde's going to play a lot this year. I don't care what anybody says. You're not going to talk me out of that one. I bet Clyde outpaces every single person in carries for the first 3 weeks, barring an injury. What do you think, Steve?
do what now? You say Clyde would
Clyde?
do what?
3 weeks. After 3 weeks, Clyde will have the most carries out of anybody in our backfield, barring injury.
I would say so. That's definitely something I would bet on.
Yeah, I really don't think
Clyde's gonna get the work, man. We say it all the time. People just gotta be ready for it.
Yeah, I don't think they're trading Jonathan Taylor. A lot of people was parroting that the Browns, the Bears. I don't
Right.
see it.
KL, what's up, man? He says if that was true, then Eckler would have gotten paid, though.
Right,
And
'cause he's not a bruiser.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. But the fact of the matter is that he was staying in Los Angeles. They don't really need what Eckler does, to be quite honest about it.
Do you think they didn't pay Eckler because they just knew they were going to have to give the moron quarterback so much money?
Yeah, well, they knew that was coming. If they lost him, I don't think they cared. Because, I mean, if you look at what's going on there, and it sounds crazy because Eckler's a very good player and a big part of that team, but at the same time, like, look how many good receivers they got now. They went and got Quentin Johnson. They got what's his name from Tennessee? They just drafted Josh Palmer, and then of course Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Gerald Everett's not a slouch at tight end, and he's young. I mean, they have a lot of pieces, so I don't think that they put a lot of value in that running back spot per se. I think that's what hurt Austin Eckler. If Eckler was on the free market, I think somebody would have paid him. Just my opinion.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of the chat say we need Taylor. We don't need Jonathan Taylor. That's
absolutely
never going to happen. We are so good at running back. It's not. We're an embarrassment of riches at running back right now. I will say you can always look to upgrade, but and then no, they're never trading Clyde Edwards-Helaire. What? They're not trading Clyde Edwards-Helaire for Jonathan Taylor. Like, are we high right now? I know you guys are. You got to be trolling. You got to be trolling. That's all there is to it. Yeah, Kevin says Eli Apple to the Dolphins. Dude, that's hilarious because I seen Tyreek Hill come out today and he was like, dude, it's going to be fun on Monday. He said he still owes them. They're going to go one-on-one. That's funny.
Man, can you imagine being in a situation like Jalen Ramsey goes down? You go from having Jalen Ramsey to Eli Apple. That's a big turnaround, dude. Like, if I was a Dolphins fan, I'd throw up over that one. That's rough.
Right. Kevin Capel says CEH for a 7th rounder. Sounds good to me.
I think that what they'll be able to get out of Clyde this season is worth more valuable than a 7th round pick.
I mean, you should be able to get at least a 5th out of Clyde, I would think. Maybe a 6th at worst. But I don't trade Clyde for that. I just don't. Clyde's good enough to stay here for one more year.
Ty says 9 more likes to 100 and free memberships will come out. So you guys hit that like button if you haven't done it yet. And we appreciate you, Ty. You're awesome, my man. Thanks for all the support.
We're up to 96 right now. So
getting real close.
Ty's baiting out some memberships.
And we're about to break this 200 mark here on 200. Viewers. So if you hit that like button, it'll help. It'll help us hit over that 200.
Let's do it. Let's break 200. It's at 199. Come on, one person. I swear if you leave right now, just one person.
Somebody's leaving just to make you mad.
There it went.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks,
I'm
you
out.
jerk. Thanks, you jerk. Okay. Anyway, let's
that guy in the red
back
shirt's
to here.
pissing me off. I'm leaving.
Yeah. This guy wanted us to break 200. How dare he? Let's see. Let's find some comments in the chat. Nobody's commenting in the chat. Stephen James did say this though. We made 11K, and we did. We broke the 11K mark on subs, baby.
We did.
So check that out. We're only 9 away from our goal. 9K away.
A pretty decent little pace that we've had in the depths of off season. You know, like when people's not really paying attention to football. Even only the hardcore people's been on here. I think we've been moving at a pretty good pace. So I think that we can hit that goal. I think by the end of the season we can hit that 20K mark if we just keep up the pace. And
I think so too.
Yeah, we'll keep grinding, and you guys keep doing what you do to help us out. And I think it's pretty much going to happen. Dude.
What's up, Jay? Good to have you here, brother. We actually broke it, man. We're at 114, and as promised, Ty has thrown out some gifted memberships. Chief Kelce was gifted a membership. Richie King, Chris Smith, Kyrie, and Scott 80 Allen were gifted memberships. Those went quickly, and we appreciate you, Ty.
Yeah, thanks, Ty.
That's awesome, man.
Bro. Make sure to thank Ty if you got one of the memberships, and throw some legendaries out there for Ty.
Throw some legendaries. Give him a ketchup. we usually save ketchup for Chris Wright. We haven't heard from Chris tonight. I don't know where Chris is. Chris is probably out having a good time on the weekend, you know.
Was he in the chat earlier? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
See. It gets hard, man. We get behind. Everybody comments, and, you know, we're talking. It's hard to keep up with the chat. It really is. But let's see. Michael. What's up, Michael? He says, anyone going to talk about Justin Roch's?
Roch? Mike?
Not Roch. I'm
talking about
did Ross and Catch and made Roch. That's amazing.
Okay, try again.
Ross's catch.
Act like it didn't happen.
Right. Are we going to talk about Justin Ross's catch and subsequent dry the hands behind the back first? Michael, where you been, bro? We talked about that for like 10 minutes. But I will
He wasn't
say
here yet.
this.
He wasn't here yet.
Because you wasn't here, I'm going to show it again because it was funny.
Man, I want to see it again anyway because it's beautiful. Let's watch it.
Yeah, here it is. This is the one we'd put out today. We zoom in on it. That's why I'm showing this one. Steve says he didn't push off.
Not really.
Look at that hand dry, though, baby. Like, dude, Justin Ross, we said he had to have a good camp. Like, where are you at right now, Steve? They've had a few days with pads. Like, where are you at with Justin Ross? Like, what's your percentage with Justin Ross? Assuming he started pads 50-50. Did he go up? Did he go down? Is he way up? I think he's somewhere around that 60 to 65% right now.
I think
he's going to have to string
Ross,
some few days together, I think, right?
I think that a roster spot is Justin Ross's to lose at this point. I feel like if he keeps performing like this, it's a no-brainer to put the guy on the team.
Roster spot?
Yeah, Roch is better than Roch. But yeah, I mean, no, that's the thing, man. He's just so talented. If he's doing stuff like this, and like I said, if he can do the little things right and stop dropping balls, I think it's his spot to lose, dude. I think it'd just be dumb to let him go to waivers.
Bro, hang on to those balls. Look, that's
Mike,
true in life.
Are you okay right now?
It's true in life,
It's got real weird in the last 2 minutes.
Hang on to those balls.
Am I the only one that noticed this, or you guys?
Nobody got weird. I just accidentally said
Ever
Roch.
since you said Roch, it's just got real weird.
And then what did I do that was weird?
A lot of things.
But
we'll move on.
I think you're high too, Steve. I think you got a little high. How's Donovan Smith looking? He's okay. He's doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, Andy Reid said that they both looked good. Him and Juwan Taylor. So,
right.
I mean, I'll just go with what Andy's saying. I'm gonna keep it positive for Mr. Smith.
Yeah, buddy. Michael Heiniger says, how many yards do you think Sky will get this year? My floor on Sky, I'm going to say 600. My ceiling on Sky is, I think,
11.
He could get somewhere around that 1,000-yard mark, I believe.
Sky Moore's going to have a year, man. I'm excited for it too, dude. I'm so excited because a lot of people that aren't Chiefs fans, for sure, like some football fans that I talk to, they're like, oh, Sky Moore is never going to do nothing. He couldn't even find his own spot in the offense last year. He just is not going to be good. Like, that was a bad pick. And it's like, y'all don't have any clue, man. I can't wait for him to show him this year because he's going to be a good receiver in this league for sure.
Right. Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to do a little math in my head.
Mike's always doing some math or.
Oh, well, I just seen this comment.
For dinner. What?
Dusty Moose Knuckle. Funny name, by the way, Dusty. He says, I keep seeing 5 years, $150 million for Jones. I don't know where you're seeing that because I'm not seeing anything wrote, but that's $30 million per year. I mean, honestly, I don't think
it's not far off.
I don't think $30 million a year is too much to be. A lot of people's like, oh, it's too much. For
it is, but it's not. Like, I mean, I mean, as far as Chris Jones goes, you kind of got to do what you got to do. But I do think that Chris Jones will meet the Chiefs somewhere.
Look,
a little bit
there
lower
were
than
people in Chiefs Kingdom willing to pay $15 to $17 million for DeAndre Hopkins. I will gladly double that and give it to Chris Jones. I call me crazy. I don't know. I like Chris Jones.
Call me crazy. Ty says, love the support, family. I'll drop more when we get to 150 likes. You all are awesome. Thank you so much for all supporting. Yeah, that's awesome, Ty. Y'all heard the man. 150 likes. So if you haven't done it yet, go hit that like button.
Julia, get out of here with the momentum.
Julia Gulia.
That was a Jamar Chase push-off if I ever seen it.
That was all momentum. I'm with Julia Gulia here. She's probably just mad at you because you were talking about Lucas Niang for too long earlier. That'd be my guess.
I thought she really liked Lucas Niang though, so I thought.
You know what? I'm gonna donate my my green hoodie with the tiger head on it. I'm gonna donate it to Lucas Niang, so we can get a picture of Lucas Niang wearing it, just for Julia.
God,
she can frame it and put it in her living room. And
Julia, I have not hit the mints hard, by the way. I lost them. And I'm so angry. I don't know where they went. Limited edition, can't find them.
KL says, did you guys catch Nate Taylor talking about Justin Ross started route running and training with the playbook back in February? I got him up at near 80% roster lock. I have him somewhere close to that 80%. Like I said, I think it's his to lose. So I definitely have him in that 75% to 80% range myself.
If you have 6, though, I just cannot say that he's 80%.
Are you sure?
You think he's 80% over Justin Watson?
Well, here's my thing. It just depends on how you look at it, man. If you have to go between him and Justin Watson, are you going to risk losing him on waivers with all that ceiling for Justin Watson? Because that seems like a stupid. That's not how I would hedge my bets. I wouldn't be like, man, I'm going to put it all on Justin Watson.
If your first 4 is locked, Rice, MVS, Sky Moore, and Kadarius Toney, and we take 6. So you give him an 80% spot. You give him 80%.
You can take both.
I'm just saying though, you give him 80% over Richie James and Justin Watson.
Oh, you didn't include Richie James. No, I think
Right.
I think Richie James and Justin.
I think
Ross
Richie
would be
James
the
is
way to go.
on the team right now.
Right. Yeah. No, there you go. That's the 6 that I would say has the best chance at.
So
at
you're
this
just out.
point.
Justin Watson's gone.
Man, that's just me. I don't
started
have
with the
nothing
ones
against,
yesterday,
I don't have
just
nothing
saying.
against the guy, and I know that, and I know he's probably got a pretty good shot of making the team. I mean, I know how they are with these kind of players. I get it, but in my head, it's like, can you really risk losing Justin Ross, who's showing all this potential?
No, you
in
can't. So that's what I'm
waivers
saying. You got to
for
almost take
Justin
7.
Watson.
Don't
Yeah,
you have to
that'd
take
be my
7?
thing. If you want Justin Watson that bad, then take 7. Otherwise, I'm sorry, he's got to go.
Right. Marshall Smith with the 2 bomb.
What's up, Marshall?
Hey, Marshall. What's
Appreciate
up,
you, my man.
Chiefs media posting too much for Justin to clear.
Yeah, well, the hype has been real
Sorry.
on Justin for a long time, so he's definitely got high expectations to live up to. But man, I think he can do it. I think we've seen that he has all the ability. But we appreciate the 2, Marshall, and you guys throw some catch-ups in the chat from Marshall. We appreciate the $2, man.
Right. Brad says put KT on IR. We talked about that. They can't put him on the pup. They can start him on IR, but they do have to give him the 53-man roster spot. You have to put the 53 on him, so it does no good. Like, so I mean, you're still, if you take 6, he's got to be included in the 6 now. Yeah, and that's what Kyle says too. Kyle says you can always week 4 stash him or whatever, so they don't take the spot, but they do. If you do not designate them for the pup list, injury reserve before training camp, they do have to take the 53-man spot.
Right.
We had read that yesterday. I thought it was different, but apparently that's the way it works now. Matt Derrick even tweeted about it. Cobra Kai with a 10 bomb. Appreciate
10
you,
bomb.
Kai. He says, hey guys, curious, can we drop a poll? See what the family opinion is. Willie broke a vacuum and got sentenced 4 games. Should Devontae and Hill get at least the same punishment or more?
I like it. I like it, Ty. We appreciate the 10, man. Your support's awesome. We thank you. But yeah, I do like that actually. And I'm going to go ahead and end the poll that we already had going because it's still rolling. We had 153 votes on it, and 57% said Kelce is he needs to chill. It's a bad example for the rest of the young guys and stuff. So I can agree with that. I think Kelsey's got to chill a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and get this other poll rolling for Ty, man. And let's see, how can I word this thing? Start a poll.
Start a poll. I would just put.
Not letting me start a poll. There we go.
Should Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill get at least 4 game suspension? And while you're doing that, I'll keep answering questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hulsey said 60% of the time he's a lock every time. That's funny. Let me see. Jan, Kyle, the NFL changed rules in the pup. Yeah, they've changed rules with the pup list and all that stuff. The way that I seen it here, I'll bring it up. Let me just bring it up. We'll read it together. Maybe you guys can decipher it better than I can, but the way I took it is you can't do that. Let me go back and find this for you. Here we go. I got to bring it into the system, let you guys look at it. Here's what they say. A player who lands on injured reserve can also return after 4 games, which we already knew. The league changed that this offseason, but only if placed on the IR after the 53-man. So you have to make the 53-man. A player placed on IR before the cut down to 53 must either miss the full season or negotiate an injury settlement with his team to become a free agent, at which point he can now join other teams. Teams can put a player on IR without a designation to return at any point throughout the regular season and postseason. Active PUP list designations occur only before the start of training camp. So what this is saying is a player placed on IR before the cut down to 53 must either miss the season or negotiate a settlement, and that's if it's before the practices start in the offseason. So Kadarius Toney, he took 4 snaps, right? 4 punt returns. I guess if you'd have known he was going to get injured 4 plays earlier, you could have just started him on the PUP list. Who knows?
Man, I took a nap during that. What? I came in late. I was doing the poll, and I had no idea what you were talking about, and you were just reading me a bedtime story. It's been a long day.
This is what the people wanted to hear. Okay.
Moving on. We got
Moving on.
two more from Marshall. He says, risk Bell on waivers over Justin. Blake Bell?
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, yeah, sure. If it come to that, I don't think you'd have to do that. But Blake Bell, I don't know,
I think
man.
it's a real possibility that Blake Bell's on the hot seat right now. Like, I didn't
could
really
be.
think so, but Bushman's actually had a pretty good camp.
Yeah, I mean, he had all these injuries last year it was a hip, and then on the off season he had what was some kind of surgery. I can't remember what it was, like a spleen or something.
Who?
Blake Bell.
Yeah, didn't he have appendicitis too this year? Didn't he?
That's what it was. Yeah, so yeah, I mean he's not played in a while, but we do know they like him. We've talked about this before too. He's one of the best blocking tight ends in football. We know the Chiefs like him because he left. He went and played for the Jets for a year after Super Bowl 54, and then we signed him back right after that. So, I mean, it is a guy that Andy likes. They like that he used to be a quarterback. They use him to do some sneaks from time to time and things like that. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's safe. If you don't earn a spot, you don't earn a spot. But we appreciate the two, man.
Yep, appreciate
Thanks for
it,
the
Marshall.
support.
Michael says, do we want to at least sniff around Danielle Hunter?
Yeah.
I don't want to smell him. He's weird.
Yeah, sniff him a little bit. No, I
But
think
yeah.
that I think Brett Veach's going to do his due diligence on this one. I mean, it's too good of a player.
I think they probably already looked into him, right?
I would think so, because this was like a trade possibility a little while back. People were talking
Yeah.
about. So I think that they've looked at it and they've probably thought about it. I think not necessarily they'd have to sniff around now, but I think they already have. So I think they know. Like if they were really serious about going after him, they know now's the time. So we'll see. But I mean, he's gonna cost quite a bit. So, you know, the same people that says we don't have money to do things like this. I think the main thing, even before Danielle Hunter even think about it, you got to get Chris Jones locked in, right?
Yeah, for sure. Is Chris Jones going to get traded? People keep putting that in the chat. No,
No,
I just can't see that. I don't get it.
be a bad move if they
I'm
did.
not on the whole Chris Jones needs to be traded train. I just cannot get my head around that. I can't do it. I just think you pay Chris Jones whatever he wants. I mean, barring if he wants $50 million. But
Well, like I said earlier, I don't think Chris Jones has to have $30 million. I think he just threw that out there as like, this is where I want to be. But if you guys can do like $27 million and give me a lot of guaranteed money to where I know I'm not getting screwed, then yeah, I think that they can come up with something. I think it will get worked out. It's just, like I said before, man, it's not the how much a year thing. It's other things. Like how many years is it? How much guaranteed money's involved? Like what's all the little writing in there? How's this get distributed? There's a lot to it. It's not just $30 million a year. It'll get done.
Jack Crack. That's a funny
Jack
name.
Crack.
Jack Crack. Appreciate you being here, Jack. He says been calling Bushman a hidden gem for a minute. A lot of people saying that. I honestly just, I would just assume we were taking those same four. But I tell you what, Jody Fortson getting injured again, that may not bode well for Jody Fortson. I'm not at the point where, like, I don't think they will take Fortson. But, dude, if this turns into something long-term or lingering, Jody Fortson, maybe that's somebody they don't take. I don't know. Jody's got to get healthy. He just got to get healthy. He's got all the talent in the world. But that boy, he's brittle. He's a brittle little man.
Yeah.
He needs to take some calcium pills, drink some milk.
He needs some milk.
Somebody buy that boy some milk.
He needs some milk. Get him some milk.
200.
We hit the 200. 200. We appreciate you guys.
202.
Make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Get in the chat and hit that sub button. Hang out with us if you love the Kansas City Chiefs, because we have the best group of people in the entire world that love the Kansas City Chiefs.
And
we
if
love
you got a
talking
question about the Chiefs, put it in the chat. Brandon Hunt. What's up, Brandon? He says, do you guys think Justin Ross is on the 53-man roster? Maybe.
Justin Ross, I'm about the 75%.
At
Yes.
six, I think he's 50-50 with Justin Watson. I can't get over that until Justin Watson proves that he's not out there with the first team. If you take 7, yeah, I think he's on. So we'll see.
Yeah. I think he's got a good shot, man. Like I said, it's his to lose. It's his to lose.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I got lost in the chat trying to catch up to you guys.
Mike's napping again.
Everybody's kind of talking about Willie Gay. We're really talking about Willie Gay a lot tonight.
Here we go. Michael Juden says thoughts on Butker. Says the Chiefs will be experimenting with squib kicks with the new fair catch rules. Yeah, I mean that's something you got to explore, but I don't see it. I don't ever see it being a real thing. No, I don't think they'll squib kick any more than they usually would. You know what I'm saying?
Squib.
Mike, are you okay?
Squib.
I feel like we lost Mike back at Rutch.
Squib.
Like Rutch set you over the top, and then we lost you. But no, I don't think they'll do it any more than normal. The new rule's kind of dumb, but I don't think it affects anything. I really don't.
Squidward. I don't know. I like the name. I don't think they'll do it no more. Yeah, I'm with Steve. I don't think they'll do it any more than that. Jeff says, I'm loving the Saturday Night Tailgate chat. Jeff likes it.
Appreciate
Jeff.
you, Jeff.
Don't think I've gone crazy.
Hey, Jeff says some nice things in our comments on the videos too, man. We appreciate you.
I'm with OG Chiefs fan. Thanks for posting this. He says, pay that man. The speed of the defense is lightning. Pay that man. Pay him. Dude, can we get Brett Veach's phone number and call him on air and see if he'll answer it? Should we try it? I'm going to find it. Let's find it.
Yeah, we lost him at Rutch.
I'm finding Brett Veach. We're going to call him.
Kevin Capel says, Steve, he played for Cowboys, not Jets. Blake Bell, did I say Jets? Blake Bell, yeah, he went to the Cowboys for 1 year and came back. My bad. Yeah. Stephen James says Willie got a 4-game suspension, then Tyreek should at least get 5. Willie Gay's, I think the only reason they come down hard on him was because they considered it domestic violence, even though it wasn't. But that's what it was classified as, so they had to, because it's kind of how they'd been doing the NFL thing. If it was domestic, it was always like a automatic 4-game suspension or something like that, I think.
Does Brett Veach live in Lee's Summit?
Oh my God! Will you stop? Just stop. You're not calling Brett Veach.
I found his number.
Just stop.
I think we should call him live. We should just ask him.
I'm done with you. Bucks Tech says there's literally no one that could fill his spot at this point, and I can't see a team trading a stud defensive tackle for our defensive tackle. It wouldn't make any sense. 100%. You cannot replace Chris Jones. There is no replacing Chris Jones. It don't matter who you get. You're not replacing Chris Jones. It's just dumb. The trade idea is dumb. I don't like it. I feel like you have to pay the man and get it done. That's all there is to it. I mean, he's got all the leverage. Do you want to be the team that don't pay your best defensive player and screws up your defense, or do you want to be the ones that just went ahead and, sacked up and paid the man his money? That is what it is to me.
Yeah. Casey Van Dan, do you guys have any more tickets for Zarda? We got a few more. We don't know the exact number yet. There's a few more.
Keep getting a close to selling out message. So
yeah. So I don't know how much. They ain't really telling us. But if I had to guess, it's somewhere around that 40 to 45 mark, somewhere in that range. So it's up to 50. If you want to buy tickets, it's bit.ly/ACU ticks. And I'll flip this up here for you. I don't really think.
Yeah, go ahead and bring that on the screen. What Mike's talking about, or Casey Van Dan's talking about, we're doing an event. We're going to camp on August 15th. So we'll be there that morning, and then that night we'll be doing a meet and greet, or just a hangout really, with the ACU crew called Chew with the Crew. It'll be at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Zarda in Blue Spring. You can get tickets for $10. Just go to bit.ly/ACU ticks, like you see in the bottom scroll, little ticker at the bottom. Go pick up your tickets. Come hang out with us. We're gonna have special guests there. We're gonna have Haley Lewis. She'll be there hanging out, and then we'll also have Lance Twidwell from The Spoken, and then we also have other people in the works. We've talked with a lot of people. We got a verbal from some people. Cole from How About Those Chiefs said he's going to try to stop by and hang out with everybody for a little bit. Jason Dunn from Chief Concerns might have Marcus Dash and see if he wants to come by too. The other guy from Chief Concerns. And then Yeah, Mike says talk to Garrick Dieter about maybe stopping by. So there's lots of things in the work, but the only ones that's confirmed 100% is Haley and Lance. But I mean, there's a lot of people that I think are going to try to come hang out. So it'll be a good time. So if you guys live in the area, it'll be August 15th.
Yeah.
Just come hang out. We're just gonna hang out with you guys and eat. Also, if you buy a ticket and you show up, you will get a present from us. So we're gonna have some posters to give you guys. Some signed
ordered
posters.
those
So
yesterday, actually.
everybody gets a ticket will get one of those. So go do it.
Yes.
Go buy a ticket. Come hang out. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, we ordered that yesterday, so they should be in time. We'll have all those. So yeah, every ticket purchase gets that. So if you buy 4 tickets, you'll get 4 posters. I don't know what you're gonna do with them, but you'll get 4 posters. That's the way it works. Let's see. Chief Kelce says Chiefs will not trade Chris Jones this year, so stop and slow your roll. Yeah, 100%.
That's where I'm at with it, man. I just think you just can't do it. It's just dumb. I want to take a look at the poll real quick that Ty had us put up. It looks like so far 81% believe that Adams and Hill should get at least 4 game suspensions for what they did. Will that happen?
They won't.
Probably not. I mean, they even dropped the charges on Devontae Adams, didn't they? And Tyreek Hill.
They settled. So. Yeah, both of them settled. So, I mean, it is against conduct, but you know what's funny? Raiders fans and stuff act like Devontae Adams didn't do anything wrong. Like, they act like the guy just
shoving a cameraman down. Yeah,
they act like it was the cameraman's fault. Like,
shut up, dude. Dude was doing his job. That was dumb. That was him being a baby, an entitled baby. That's all that was.
Yeah. Steve-O says, tell a freaking friend about all Chief Dub and secure them to the crew. Let's go. And then not to be outdone, K. Wayne says, but tell 2 friends, then they tell 2 friends.
That's how this goes.
Snowball works?
Well, I'm going to go back to this because we never even answered it. You just brought it up, never read it. Michael Henninger says the Furious George breakout or a sophomore slump. I think that he breaks out somewhat. I don't know if it'll be like that much more crazy than last year, but I do think he has every chance to get double-digit sacks this year. I think he could be around that 10 mark. He's a hard worker, and he's been working in the offseason with Tamba. I just think that George does all the things that he should be doing. I think he does everything the right way, and he plays with a high motor. When he's out there, he's 120% all the time. You get the best that you can possibly get out of George when he's on the field. So that's the type of player that I can get behind. That's the type of player most Chiefs Kingdom can get behind. I think he'll have a good year, man. I'm not worried about a sophomore slump with him.
Yeah. I think he's going to have a great year this year. I think he's going to be double-digit sacks. I think he'll be fine. HD Chiefs fan says, how can I transfer you 2 tickets to the Zarda event that I purchased so you can give them away? Cobra Kai Ty actually has 2. He wants to give away as well. So that would be 4 tickets we can possibly give away. We'll have to figure out a way to get those transferred and a way to give these away as well.
Well, I mean, it's going to be probably a QR code that we scan, more than likely.
Right.
If you guys bought the tickets, I guess it gave you a QR code.
Right. You might just be able to screenshot them.
Just screenshot the QR code because they're only going to scan through once. So you can screenshot it and send it. We can send it out that way.
You can email it to us, allchiefedup@gmail.com. We'll figure out a way to give those out. We'll probably give them out to somebody, obviously, that lives in the area. There'd be no point to give them away to somebody that lives in, like, Maine or something.
Right. Ty says at 120 likes, 30 more to go. So let's get it. To the fellow moderators, appreciate everyone's support. And this is a great non-judgmental group for fans. Absolutely, Ty. It's an awesome group. Like, that's the one goal we had when we started this entire thing was let's get a good community of people together and just have a good time talking about Chiefs football. Like you said, not judgmental. I don't care if you've been a Chiefs fan for a day or since they started the franchise. It doesn't matter. We're just here to talk about the Chiefs and have a good time, and that's what we do. But, yeah, go hit that like button if you haven't done that just yet. Ty says when we get to 150, he's going to gift out some more memberships, so make sure to do that.
Cindy said you should get some extra posters so that those of us that can't be there can purchase one. We did. We went ahead and thought of that too because we thought maybe you guys that wasn't in the area or something or couldn't make it would maybe want one. So I think we limited them. We got like 100, I believe. But I mean, it doesn't mean we can't always go back and order more. So if we need more, we can always go order more. But yeah, so we should have a few extra left over. We'll actually,
I think we could
get them in. Once we get them in, we'll show you guys what they look like and everything. And if you guys want one, we'll figure out a way for you guys to get one, or we'll put it in our store. Maybe Steve can add it to the store.
I think it'd be cool just to do it on a live stream, man. Just be like, hey, we got these
That's true.
$10. You can super chat $10 and you automatically get one. Just send us an address.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, that'd be
Tell
fun.
everybody your address too, so everybody can just send you.
No,
nice
they email it to our email.
I'm joking.
Like a
I'm
normal
joking.
person.
Yeah, everybody asked for the link. I threw the link up down here. Just fine. You should be able
Can
to
you pin
click
it?
I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
I can do it.
Oh,
Hold
I
on.
guess you could.
If I can find it. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. I'm gonna pin. I'm gonna unpin the shirt, and I'm gonna replace this as a pinned message. So yeah, it's up. It's as a pinned comment. So you'll have a link right there.
Right. Chiefer says, should we do the spins? That'd be kind of funny. I mean, we always do spins to win some stuff. By the way, has anybody heard of Veta? Like, heard from Veta? Was she
Heard of Veta? Yeah, we've heard of Veta.
Well, I mean, she hasn't sent us the thing where she had won on the last spin. She hasn't even sent us her thing yet. But I
Her
think
shipping
we know what
address?
she wants, right? But I think we just need her address. So
Yeah.
if anybody sees Veta, you tell her to send us our.
See Veta.
If you see Veta out and about, if she teaches your child at school, go to the parents teachers conference.
Hey, later, Richie. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, man. We appreciate you.
Rich.
Yeah, we'll probably we'll sell those extra posters and we'll give some away too. And we do giveaways. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Mike, but I just wanted to throw this out there. If you're not a member, you should become a member. It starts at $4.99 a month, and there's some perks there. You can see all about that. You'll be able to use the cool emojis in the chat, be part of the ACU crew, and also once a month we do a members only live stream. It's the first Thursday of every month, so we got one coming up here soon. And we normally do giveaways on that. We gave away a signed Deneric Johnson jersey on the first one, and then this last one we gave away some ACU merch. So make sure you get in on that and come hang out on the members only stream as well, and you can have a chance to win some things. So if you haven't done that, go click that join button.
Right. Kicking Snare had it said he's not worth 30 mil, talking about Chris Jones. He says, I'd like to take a slight downgrade and 3 to 4 picks plus cap space freedom. I just don't like that idea. I'm with Brad right here. Brad says 3 years, $30 million would be a steal. Why do people constantly disregard cap increases? And that's kind of the way it is. We're going to look back in 4 or 5 years and be like,
Right.
oh, $30 million is not that big of a deal.
Right.
Like the next time the Quentin Williamses of the world and all those guys get ready to renegotiate, which will be 3, 4, 5 years, they're going to be well over 30 million. So what does it matter?
See, Mike, I'm not the only one that noticed. Mike's sleeping. Mike got real sleepy. He got hit. Did you eat like a big dinner at Outback?
No.
They hit you at one time?
I watched a movie after it. I'm fine. I just get lost in the chat sometimes. This is a lot to keep up with. Boys.
Mike has a small attention span. Like he's
Boys
just
and
like,
girls, the chat is there's 400,000 people in here typing. I'm trying to keep up. It's
or
hard.
181. Cindy says autographs too, please. Yeah, with the posters, we'll go ahead and sign them. That way they'll just be signed. So no worries there. Waylon says, anybody on here watching Quarterback on Netflix? What's up, Waylon? Good to see you. Welcome to the channel if you haven't been here before. Yeah, man, I watched all of the Quarterback already. It was very cool. It was good seeing that perspective on everything. You can see a little behind the scenes Patty Mahomes stuff, see how things work. I personally really enjoyed getting to see how Andy and Patrick communicate on the sidelines and stuff like that. That's what I took away from it. I've seen some cool stuff. Kind of gave me an idea why Andy's such a player's coach, why people love him so much. You just see those relationships. But yeah, Mike, did you ever finish it? I know you started it, but I don't even know if you. No, of course not.
I watched the first episode. I want to watch it, but you know
Fell
what?
asleep.
No, I don't know. I've just been watching other stuff. Like I haven't really went back to it. It's one of those things too. Once it ends, I'm just going to be sad about it. So I'm just going to like extend it out like it's a real show.
It's
you remember
pretty easy to fly through.
You remember back when we were kids? You know, you had to wait week to week to watch a show. You just couldn't binge everything, so it made everything feel longer and better, and you valued it more.
What?
Jeff Moore says a lot of people in St. Joe prefer El Maguire.
El Maguires.
I'm going to say that, Maguires, over Barbosas.
Huh.
So consider that. Dude, we consider any and all Mexican food.
Okay,
That will not be a problem.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know how many people in here is from the St. Joe area or have been there, frequent it. But throw in the chat which one's better, McGuire's or Barbossa's, because when we go there, we're eating one of them. So we need to know. We need to know which one. We can't do both.
Right. King Mo says, "What's up with USA Today? Got us going 10-7."
Ridiculous. So was that have anything
Yeah.
to do with Warren Sapp? Because he did the same thing. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Out of 10-7. That's silly. I mean, it just is. Could it happen? Yeah, I guess.
I guess it could happen.
But at the same time, it's like, is that really the hill you're wanting to die on there? Is Patrick Mahomes going 10-7 with the freaking run he's had in his first 5 years in the NFL? I don't think so. It's not what I'd put all my money on.
Yeah, I don't know about 10-7. We could though. I mean, you never know. Do y'all have any car magnets in the works?
No, but I can look into it. I don't know if that's offered in the store that we use as a product, but I'll look and see. We do have some stickers on there that you can get, but no magnets yet. That'd be way better, actually.
Right. Tim, sorry if you already talked about this, but that Justin Rouse. Why can't I say Justin Ross tonight? The Justin Ross route.
Sirloin is getting you, buddy.
Justin
He ate too much
Ross.
sirloin. Hey, Tim, appreciate you, my man. Welcome in. Yeah, we did talk about this earlier. We showed it a couple times. We'll show it again just because it's fun to watch. But yeah, Justin Ross, man, he had himself a day. He's had himself a bit of a camp so far. Still early, but I think he's definitely improving his stock. I think he's got a pretty good shot of making this roster and really contributing, man. It's going to be fun to see. I hope he can keep up the pace, man. Because right now he looks like he could be pretty badass.
Dude, I like the way Justin Ross has handled it, I guess I want to say, because everybody was just on him all offseason, giving him all these accolades that he really never even earned. The poor guy didn't even get to put on pads. He didn't get to do anything last year, so this is actually his first time he's actually went up against professional DBs. And I mean, he's doing okay. I think he's doing okay. We'll see. I don't want to say he's a lock to make the team. I really don't. I just don't know what they're going to do with Justin Watson. The whole Justin Watson thing is just beyond me.
Well,
Why
like I
give him
said
a 2-year
earlier,
contract,
dude,
by the way?
anyone at this point with a healthy Justin Ross that takes Justin Watson instead just needs to be checked. Like they need their head checked. Michael Juden says Tom Brady has been posting pictures of him throwing the ball. Maybe unretire again for Las Vegas West Arrowhead
Good
Raiders.
Lord.
Sure, go for it, old man. I don't care. We could beat you down twice a year. I don't
Good
care.
Lord.
That's dumb. Like, dude, hang it up, man. I understand that's like your life. Like you've took on the role of being the GOAT and all this stuff, and that's really consumed him. That's what he is. So I'm sure he's a little lost right now. He probably has these thoughts like, I could go back and play another year or two. Like, but no, you're old. Stop. But if you want to, by all means, we don't care to beat you twice a year.
Yeah, surely to God he ain't going to do that. That's stupid. Like, we're over it. I want to bring up some of these. I found some more 7-on-7 drills today. Brandon Zenner had taken some really good stuff. So I want to throw this up, and we'll walk through these and play them. We'll talk about them, Steve. Why not? Let me see. Let's get it going. Here we go. Can you see this? Here, I'll just full screen it.
What do you
Actually, I
got?
don't know if the full screen will work. Let's just go ahead and blow it up really big. Is that big enough?
It's a little small.
Okay. Well, here, I'll just full screen it. What does it look like now?
There we go. Now we can see.
Oh, looks good. Okay, good deal. Let me turn it down. I don't want to be blasting on you. But yeah, here's some one-on-one drills from the day. We'll look at them. This is Rashee Rice coming off the line. Look at that. He just blows right by this dude. Like he's
I'm loving
sitting
Rashee
still.
Rice so far, man. I do like it. I like what he's offering.
That was against Nick Jones, by the way. Let's go back and watch that one more time. Watch this. That little stutter step. And he's fast. Dude, Nick Jones is going to have to get his hands on him. If you're going to play press like that, you're going to have to get up here and put your hands on
Yeah,
him. a
he's
little
got some
better than
speed,
that.
man. I'm digging it, man. Like I said, I'm excited about Rashee Rice. I
What
think
is the-
the Patrick Mahomes to Rashee Rice could be something that we see quite a bit over the next several years in Kansas City. How many
Right.
times are we going to watch it?
What a catch, too. Here it is, too.
All right.
Got Justin Ross working on Nazeeh. This is that push-off that y'all said.
That's not a push-off.
You're crazy if you don't think
It's
that's a
really
push-up.
not. Let me watch it one more time. Really pay attention to Justin Ross's arm. Do you really think he has enough strength to just
Dude,
throw that guy
you
like
can
that?
Watch his shoulder. Don't watch his arm. His shoulder. He cocks back his shoulder, and you see him just press the dude. Watch. Look, you can, you can see him. He just hauls back and like launches him. Watch. Blump. They
Fair's
didn't call
fair.
it.
They don't call that. So
Right. This is yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about it. It's savvy route running. MVS on Josh Williams right here, number 2. Josh Williams stuck with him pretty good, but he hit him with that comeback, man.
this is the thing that I want the most. I don't know about you guys. Y'all can
Sorry,
say I'm crazy.
Went back a little far.
But the thing that I want the most from this wide receiver group is I want MVS. I want MVS to hit his full potential. I want him and Mahomes to be on the same page. And I want just that chemistry to be there, man, because I swear I think MVS could have had a huge year last year. I think it had a monster year. And now he's got a whole year of this offense under his belt. He's got a whole year with Mahomes under his belt. Maybe that chemistry can get there because, man, I'm telling you, he's the deep threat. We know that. He can burn a defense. And I just think he can be a pretty decent all-around wide receiver. A lot of people are really down on MVS, and they think he just sucks. He's always going to suck. He wasn't good with Aaron Rodgers. But I see something there, man. I think if he could get a little bit more aggressive and get on the same page with Mahomes, I think he's going to have a year. That's what I want to see the most.
Josh Williams is a big boy right here. Why is he not getting his hands on him a little more than that? Like, if you're going to play press coverage, my man, you're going to have to get up and hit him.
You got to play press coverage.
You got to hit the guy. Watch this. He just puts his hands out and allows MVS to just run by him, and then he just swims him. Here, I'll play it in full motion. Look at that. That's like a meager attempt to put a hand on him. MVS is going to beat that all day long. Who's this? That's Amir Smith-Marset right here going up against, looks like 3'9". Is that Reese Taylor? Who is that?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Is that 29?
Smith-Marset, dude, he's ran some good routes. I can't tell the
3'9".
number.
Yeah, it's 3'9".
Like
I don't know who that
3'9".
is.
Off the top of my head, I can't really think. Somebody will throw it up in the chat. 3'9", though. But look, he held him, and then he got off of him. Smith-Marset has been running some pretty good routes. I'll give him that. Like, he's looked pretty good. This is Ty Freifogel.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Freifogel getting up, making that, putting it in bounds right there.
Is a very overlooked guy, man. I think Freifogel's a pretty decent receiver, to be quite honest about it. He's in a tough spot, man, to try to make the squad on the wide receivers, but I think he's pretty legit.
Look at that little
that move right off the bat.
the little juke move. That's against Khalif Hallisey.
That's not Hallisey.
Yes, it is, sir. I just
Number
seen it on
12?
his jersey. What's that jersey say right there? Right there.
I can't tell.
That says Hallisey.
Does it?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was 12, but
I didn't think he was either, but that's why I didn't know. Yeah, you can see it right there too. But anyways, yeah, Khalif, you're a big guy. Put your hands on him, boy. Look, they're missing him. Dude, Freifogel ate him alive right there. I'll say that. He's gonna have to do a little bit better than that. Dude, look at this. Nico Remigio just out here just good night. What was that? That was one of the worst defensive plays I've ever watched a corner do. Who's 40? Is that Reese Taylor? I don't know who that is. Have to look in a minute. But
12's definitely Halsey. You were right about that. 40, I don't have a clue.
40, I'm not for sure. But look at that move. Good night. Dude, that was beautiful. Nico Remigio's going to be the man. And then look at that. Look at that holding. Good grief. MVS still got off of it.
That's right.
There's
MVS,
Josh Williams again.
MVS got to get Dude,
Josh
Sky
Williams,
Moore.
Josh Williams got taken to school today.
Dude, look at Sky Moore, how much faster he is than every other receiver that ran a route.
Dude, did you see, like, look at all these little, like, subtle,
this is what I'm saying, though, about Sky Moore. I've been saying this. People don't realize this, but in small space, he's just as fast as Tyreek Hill was.
Boy, did you see that toe tap? Watch this toe tap. Boop.
Dude, he's going to tear some people up.
Look at that. He
dude.
says, reception, baby.
It's just like if you can't tell the difference in the speed and the route running right there, that
Oh.
everybody else did.
Steve, this is Richie James putting one on. Here he goes. This is Bootle, right? The whole Richie James Bootle thing. Just blows by him.
Oh, Bootle.
Did he give the
Oh,
Tyreek Hill
booty
piece?
hole.
Look, He's
To
just
come get it.
taunting him. He's just taunting him. They get into it right here too. Look,
Hey,
he said,
tell him
"You're
to quit
running that
talking trash."
mouth, Bootle." Then Bootle's like, "I don't know why I'm still on the team. I don't know." And he's like, "I don't know either, bro." He's like, "Let's go to the sideline. You just stay over here." Okay, here we go. Kelce getting his little bit of revenge on Justin Reed. Kelce running some lazy routes in camp, though. I'll give him that. He's tired,
He's
man.
been a little off, hasn't he?
Look, he's like me. I don't know what he ate at Outback, but
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Kelce though at all.
No, he'll be fine.
Dead, so,
But his route running just like, look, that's not the most crisp. Like, let's just watch how he rounds this off. Like, whoop. he just ain't having it. Hey, man, that's funny. Kelce can run a route at like 60% and just eat up Justin Reed, and Justin Reed's not a slouch by any means.
Justin Reed's gonna have a good year as well. That's a guy I
Right.
think is gonna
Look
have
at
a good
Rashee
breakout year.
Rice. What in the world? Did you see that? He just sets him up for the comeback. Look, he said, I'm going. Nope, not. Jalen Watson.
Is that Jalen Watson? Yeah.
He got beat. Rookie taking him to the house. Cornell Powell just throwing people around out there. Dude, Powell is such a big dude.
Too
Wouldn't it have
slow.
been nice if he just would have panned out, though?
He's too slow.
He is. But, boy, he just threw Lamar Jackson like he was nothing. Here we go. Remigio again. They cannot stop Remigio. This kid could make the team. I'm telling you. I don't think he makes the team. You'd have to take 7, but good night. What a route. This is against Jalen Watson, too, isn't it?
Is
Yeah,
Shamari
35.
Connor and Remigio both wearing 27?
I'm not for sure. There's
I feel like I
Kelce
saw
again.
Connor in
There's
27.
a couple double numbers.
Dubber.
Dubber numbers. Mahomes, what's he doing here? Oh,
What
he's
number?
throwing out
What
the
number?
sky.
What number does Justin Roch wear?
Roch, I don't know. Mahomes firing that in there, bro. Sky Moore.
Moore, baby.
Sky Moore's gonna have a big year.
I can't wait, dude. I've been calling it.
Right. Shout out to Brandon Zinner, KWCH Brandon, by the way, for that. That was sweet. I'm gonna go click his thing, see if he's got anything more we can watch. That's some good footage right there, man. We got to sit here and analyze some
That's
film
good.
with the ACU crew. No, it looks about it though. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, man, that was awesome. I enjoyed looking at some of that, man. I like watching the film. But I tell you, Rashee Rice, Nico Remigio, those two can run some routes for rookies, man.
Sky Moore is impressing me, dude. I'm just like, is it just me, or did you not see it did he not look like he was in a class of his own as far as speed and route running went? Like when you got the helmet, it just looked completely different than the rest of the guys, even MVS.
Yeah, doesn't he do that a lot anyway? Because last year he was open a lot. I just don't think they let him do it.
Man, I'm telling you, this guy's gonna have a year, man. I cannot wait, dude. Cannot wait. It's gonna be so fun to watch.
Yeah, they have some multiple numbers out there. Here, I'll tell you who was we debating on. Was it 39? Was that the number? Jerry and Ely, I think, wears 39, but they double up. So
yeah, obviously he's not a cornerback.
right, obviously he's not, and I'm pretty sure it's Reese Taylor. Without looking, let me just flip it over here. I'll let y'all look with me.
Could
Yeah,
be.
never mind. I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
Reese Taylor.
You don't need our help.
Boom.
Do
Reese
it
Taylor,
your damn
39.
self.
Yeah, that was Reese Taylor. So I was right, I think. I think I said him at one point. Reese Taylor, not very big, 5'10", 188. You know who we're not seeing? I'm not seeing any Echo Boydo.
No.
I'm not seeing him at all. Not even in the one-on-one drills. Not seeing him. I'm not
I've
seeing
seen a lot.
Isaiah
I've seen a
Norman.
lot more Halsey in the last 2 days.
Right. Yep.
But
exactly.
I mean,
was just
that's the
gonna say
one.
that.
That's the one that I've been saying. If there's any kind of a dark horse DB, it's Halsey. I think he could. That would be one because he's very L'Jarius Sneed-esque. He's very physical,
Yeah.
long, big. You saw him get beat on that one route, but I mean that happens, of course. And then again, we're talking about somebody that's L'Jarius Sneed-esque. L'Jarius Sneed lets up the most receptions in the NFL.
Who was the one that burnt Halsey a little bit? Was it MVS? I'm not for sure, but I mean, come on, that's a
Freifogel.
vet. Freifogel. Freifogle's a big guy. By the way.
Freifogel's he's not a joke though. Like people don't. It's one that don't get mentioned. We talk about Nico Remigio sometimes, and Smith
Freifogel's
Marset, but
6'2", 205. That's a big kid, dude.
and he's a good receiver. He's a good receiver. He's very like we don't talk about it, but I think he's pretty good to be honest.
Dude, Kakoa Crawford has some. Dude, our wide receivers are deep and young. What do you do with all these guys? presumably, even on the practice squad, you ain't going to have no more than 2.
And then, well, you're
Three?
talking about Jerry and Ely too. That's somebody they have listed as a wide receiver, and he offers you so much. He's just fast as hell, and he can play running back if he needs to, and he can catch the ball. But that's one common theme I've been seeing with the younger guys. I've noticed that. Now we've seen Justin Ross with some drops, but even Jerry and Ely coming out of college, he was one of the most sure-handed receiving backs in the entire college football. And then like Sky Moore, we drafted him. He was the most sure hands in all of college football. So I see a little bit of a theme there. I'm starting to see that. And then when they went and got Richie James, who had the best catch rate in the entire NFL last year.
Yeah.
So I see a little bit of a theme going there. They want guys that do not drop the ball. So that's what I was saying about Justin Ross. He's got to get that stuff together. Got to do them little things right, make the squad.
K. Wayne said it's Freifogel, the guy from Subway.
Jared Freifogel.
What is Jared's last name from Subway? Is it Freifogel?
It's Jared Subway. I actually read somewhere that if you legally change your first name to Subway, that you get free Subway for life.
Shut up, because I'll do it.
I was thinking about it, dude. I haven't had Subway in so long, and I'm like
Steve,
Happy
can me and
Gilmore,
you
guys.
both
I love
change
Subway.
our names to Subway?
Yeah, it could be Subway Steven Williams. That's fine. I'm okay with it. I can drop.
You don't have to go by it,
No.
Subway Mike Williams. I like it. I mean, it's got a nice ring to it. I'm curious. Okay. If the Chiefs, again, we've already know Kadarius Toney has to make the 53-man. You can't mess with the pup list and the IR crap. You can't do it. Jackson actually says this. This is perfect. Thoughts on chances Toney being back week 1? I think the chances are slim because it's Kadarius Toney. That's the only reason I say it. I think they'll ease him back in. He may miss 1 or 2 weeks. So could you, at that point, Kadarius Toney, you take 7 and maybe you cut Bell, let him, because Bell don't have to go waivers. Bell will go straight to a free agent. Nobody picks him up. He can re-sign immediately, and you free up another roster spot. Could you take Nico? Would Nico be a nice little pick to play special teams, or a little
I take
Freifogel
Ely.
or somebody like that? Like anybody like that?
You know me, dude. You know what I'm going to say. I don't even know why you asked
right
me.
here. It looks like it.
I don't know why you ask me these things, because that Ely's the one, dude. That's the one I have my eyeball on. I think he's going to be. First of all, he's way faster than Nico Remigio. Granted, Remigio is a playmaker, but so is Ely. But Ely's way faster. He's a punt returner. He's a kick returner. Whatever the heck you want him to do. He's a slot receiver. He's a running back in the vein of Jerick McKinnon that could be learning all the little nuances of the position from Jerick McKinnon before he parts ways with the Chiefs. And then we have a 23-year-old Jerick McKinnon to be a Chief for quite a long time. I don't know, man. That's just where my head's at. I think that's a much better option. Plus, he's got a year under his belt on the practice squad as well.
Do you know how many receiving yards Sky Moore had last year, by the way?
What, 400?
No.
That too much?
250.
That's about right. I was giving him too much credit.
I guess that makes sense. I was trying to see some of his premium stats over here. I wanted to see, because a lot of people say Sky Moore drops the ball too much. I just don't see that. Let me see. Let's bring it up his drops. The dude had 1 drop on the year. Come on, y'all.
Chief Kelce says it's true on the Subway deal. Dude, how do you change your name legally? Is it hard to do? Because I'm about to get free Subway for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be just like Happy Gilmore when he got his Subway endorsement because he eat there every day. That's gonna be me, dude.
Guys, Sky Moore had 1 drop last year. 1.
And that's more than I thought he would have.
A single drop, and it was against Denver in Week 17.
I don't recall the play.
I don't recall the play either.
I don't either. I don't remember seeing him drop anything. But
a lot of stuff that Sky Moore was considered drops were just, sometimes they were some bad passes. Mahomes had a problem last year with not.
Mahomes struggled a little bit with
sometimes.
accuracy last year.
Yeah, he had a little accuracy problems, but it is what it is. I wish I could find Sky Moore. I wish I could find some of his highlights from last year. I'm not going to bring it up or anything because they'll cancel us off YouTube, but
Darren 89 says if these wide receivers pan out, how the opposing D is going to line up. Double 87. There will always be someone open. Yeah, that's
they're doubling Kelce.
They have to. I mean, that's who you game plan for right now. We don't have the wide receiver one that you have to game plan for. So I think they double team Kelce pretty much every play. That's kind of how this is going to go. Now, if Kadarius Toney's healthy and he's out there chopping you up, or Sky Moore, then you might have to shift some things around or change your defense a little bit. But I think most of the game plans going in are going to focus around Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I mean, you got to double Travis Kelce, don't you? If you're an opposing defense, do you say, oh, yeah, well, you got one of two things. Kelce's going to get his or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Kevin Meek says, how do you become a member of your channel? Thanks for asking, Kevin. All you have to do is hit join off of our homepage, the YouTube homepage, or just go to join.allchieftdup.com, and that should take you straight to it, man. And we appreciate you. Hope you become a member of the ACU crew.
I think he is.
What? Oh, I clicked on the wrong one
here.
Is he? Derek Irwin says, love your guys' channel. Great Chiefs Inside. Appreciate you, Derek. Yeah, we try to get out as much content as we can for you guys. Been loving the offseason so far. It went by. It seemed terribly slow, but I feel like it went by pretty quick. And it's exciting to see this team, how it's going to play out, because we have so much talent. A lot of deep in the cornerback room, wide receiver room.
Isn't it crazy?
What?
By the way, sorry to interrupt, but isn't it crazy how, like, we're getting ready to start football back again, which means you're not going to be, I mean, technically you're the world champs, but, there's a small possibility we're not having a parade next year. Granted, a little small one, but you know what I mean? It's
what are you talking about, dude?
I'm just saying, like, all the good things that come with winning the Super Bowl, and then it's just you wait, like you wait and wait and wait to win the Super Bowl, and then the offseason just flies by, and then before you know it, it's like, dude, new season, and then nobody cares if you won it last year. I feel like the offseason
flies by more when you win the Super Bowl, because you have
that's what I'm saying.
A lot of stuff that comes after it. You get, like, first of all, you play football for much longer than a lot of other teams, and then after that, you got the parade, you got all the appearances of the players on everything making their rounds, and they're in the news a lot. You see them a lot, and then all of a sudden it's off season. The next thing you know, it's free agency, and it's just like it went. Like I said, it seemed like there was a big dead spot in between signing Juwan Taylor, and then the rest of the off season picking back up. But it went by pretty quick.
Yeah, Veach very uncharacteristic in free agency this year, I thought. Like, he usually just sets on the edge and gets the third-tier players at the end.
He must have had his eye on Juwan Taylor. That's all I can say.
Obviously. I actually seen somebody posted up some Juwan Taylor. Oh, I got it. Hold up. Let's show you guys this one. It was Harold Kuntz today. Had put up a little Juwan Taylor stuff. I wanted people to check that little clip.
I wonder if he's related to Dean Kuntz, writing some novels.
Here we go. Let me bring it up for you. I'm going to keep it muted, by the way, because he's got him talking in the background, and it is distorted as crap.
Derek Irwin with a membership. We appreciate you, Derek. You're the man.
Appreciate you, Derek.
Welcome to the ACU crew.
Appreciate you, Derek. I'll keep singing, I guess. Or I won't sing no more. Sorry. Here we go.
That's steak.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
You can see it. Okay, check it out. So you're going to have Juwan Taylor right here, 74, standing up. On the outside, he's right up against Karlaftis. But did you notice on the outside? I like going against George Karlaftis. I like going against Charles Omenihu. 57. Is that Thompson? It's 57.
No.
It's not. It was 57.
Is that Kando?
Might be. What are we running here? Omenahue's on the outside, so they're just doing so. I guess 57 is just getting the drill, like a get off. He's not really doing anything. Because I was like, is he playing a wide 9 technique? I mean, they can't both be coming
That's
at him.
BJ over there behind him, 53.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. 57 might be Herring. Wait, who is 57? Truman Jones. I bet it's Truman Jones.
Could be.
I bet that's why I'm not recognizing the number. But anyways, here we go. Karlaftis on Juwan Taylor. Karlaftis just, I mean, he got off there really well. He just brushes him to the side. And
Mike, this is a kid show. I'm going to have you clean it up. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, go hit that like button. Let's do that. And then if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Hit that sub button. We're just looking at some Chiefs camp stuff. talking about Chiefs football, man. I saw where Brian Parrott said it's going to be excruciatingly slow 2 weeks coming up. I don't know. It might fly by. You never know. Seems like the weeks are rolling and rolling and rolling. So we'll see. I feel like before I know it, we're going to be in camp. We're going to be in KC. We're going to be doing the chew with the crew. It's going to be fun.
Well, Karloftis beats him on that one, but I will say he was about 6 yards, about 8 to 9 yards deep. So who knows?
Got
if he
Ty
actually
with
got to
a
quarterback.
another 5 gifted. We appreciate you, Ty. You're the man. Make sure if you guys don't have your gifting turned on to click that little gift up at the top where it says Ty has the 5 gifted and click to accept gifts from YouTube. That way you can get one of those memberships if you're not part of the ACU crew already.
Yeah. We're at 138 likes right now. Are we going to get to 150? Is that possible?
It is if people back up and they hit that like button.
Right. 150 by the end of the 2 hours. That'd be pretty sick. I don't think we've ever had 150 before at the 2 hour mark. But yeah, that's awesome. Appreciate you, Ty, giving away memberships and stuff. That's awesome. Let's see. If you haven't, go ahead and make sure you're accepting it, even though I think they're all gone. Boy, those went quick. Darren Jones, new member. Joshua Shaw, new member. Joaquin Solis, new member. Christy Cheney, new member. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's still one more out there. Oh, Jackson Coleman got it. Jackson Coleman, member. So all 5 of Ty's memberships
Nice.
are gone. Throw Ty some ketchup in the chat. Throw him some legendaries. Ty, helping the channel grow, baby.
Heck yeah, Ty. We appreciate you, man. If you got a membership from Ty, make sure to thank him in the chat. And like Mike said, throw out some ketchups and some legendaries for Ty. Maybe sprinkle a nuke in there if you want.
Brian Parrott, did you enjoy the George Karloftis versus Juwan Taylor breakdown right there? The beast must feast. I think Karloftis, man, I think he's going to have a pretty good year. I didn't like the way he bent in that rep, the way he bent off of him at the end. He could have had a little bit better bend, but I'll say he beat him. I'd give that rep to George Karloftis. Yeah. We'll see. I think we're going to be good, man. All the way through, I cannot find a position group, Steve, where I'm like, my God, this position group is horrible. We're in trouble. Like, I really can't find it. Like, we are that solid this year.
Right. I think if you go by the weakest link, it would have to be somewhere on the defensive line. But I mean,
Gotta be, but
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we got a lot of good edge rushers, but they're very young and unproven, so that's kind of a thing.
The weakest link without Chris Jones right now is defensive tackle, obviously.
Well, yeah. Once he gets in there, I think we're fine. I'll be excited to see him go ahead and get this thing done, just so it'll be not a talking point anymore. And I think Keandre Colburn's going to have a good rookie season. I think Derek Notty's going to be Derek Notty. So I'm not worried about the defensive tackle position. Even with the defensive ends, I think George Karloftis, Charles Omenihu are going to hold it down fairly well. And then you're going to have Felix sprinkling in and doing some work. BJ might see some time. Let's see who else we got. Who am I missing? Mike Dana, depending on his injury status. I think he just had a calf strain, though, didn't he?
Truman Jones, we just seen him right there lining up on the outside. They really like him.
It'll be interesting to see what Spags does with these guys this year, because he's always been the guy that moves his guys inside and outside on the defensive line. And I feel like they've crafted this defensive line to do just that. Like, these guys can rotate inside, outside like it's no big deal. All the way from Chris Jones, Charles Omenihu. It don't matter. They can play anywhere on that defensive line. And it's going to be fun to watch Spags work this year, man, because he's always got some crazy, interesting packages I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But just his defenses are so fun to watch. They keep people on their toes, man. Ty says everybody's welcome for the memberships. Him and Chris Wright. Yeah, they're always supporting the channel. We appreciate you guys big time, helping the channel grow. It means a lot to us, and we thank you for that. Jackson Coleman says Justin Ross potential wide receiver 1. I don't think Justin Ross would be the first receiver that Mahomes looks at in his progression. I just don't think that'll be this year. Could he get to that point? Sure. I think he's got all the potential in the world. He could do anything. I think Justin Ross is that good. It just all depends on his health and how much he takes advantage of his situation. So definitely the potential to do it. But I have a feeling this year, the first guy in the read's probably going to be MVS. Well, of course, Kelce is going to be that a lot. But as far as wide receivers go, I think that the first read's going to be MVS and then probably Sky. That'd be my guess.
He's been looking at MVS a lot early on in camp. Like some of the first throws he makes right out of the gate, MVS. Stephen James said, feel like the boys need some Mountain Dew. I would like a Mountain Dew tonight.
I have one. I've been sipping
drank
on
my
this
last
bad-
one earlier today. I'm Mountain Dewless right now, and I don't like it.
And Mountain Dew, this is now your opportunity to sponsor an episode of All Chiefed Up. So just get in touch with us.
Right. You have an opportunity to sponsor an episode, and that's a privilege.
Yeah.
It really is. That's a privilege. Do you like refreshing Mountain Dew? Pop up I don't know. Give me a script. I'll read it. It'll be awesome.
Michael Juden says quarterback 2 QBs that rejected the show so far: Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Tua, Prescott, Sam Howell, Stafford. I also read that Joe Burrow has rejected it as well. And you know what most of them say?
Did they reject it this year? I was thinking they rejected it last year. They all.
No, they're rejecting it for part 2. And you know what they all say? I just need to. I just got to focus on football. I just want to focus on football. Well, guess what? Patrick Mahomes did this, and he focused on football enough to win a freaking Super Bowl. So quit being a pansy and just do it. We want to see some good stuff. I think they should
just
follow.
shows how bad they are.
My personal opinion, I think the most intriguing one to watch would be a rookie. So I would go after like Anthony Richardson or something like that, because that you get to see how they adapt their first year in the NFL, and especially him. He might get thrown out there as a starter. So I mean, that would be a fun one. So I think they should look at some of the younger guys. Of course, everybody wants to see people. I bet you Josh Allen wouldn't say no. I feel like he likes spotlight too much.
Look, Josh Allen. Let's see. Who's a good rookie? You said Anthony Richardson. That'd probably be a good one. Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson, and number 3. We need like a veteran, but kind of like a weird situation and kind of like a new situation. I would take Ryan Tannehill. That'd be kind of fun. D-Hop coming into town. Does he fend off the new quarterback out of UK? Like what happens? That could be kind of fun to watch, I guess. But let's be honest. If it's not Mahomes, they're boring.
Pretty much.
I will say Kirk Cousins was a little – everybody's like,
Kirk was fun to watch. He's just a funny guy because he's just a typical dad. It's great seeing – that's what's so cool about that show is you get to see how freaking normal these people are. I see Kevin Meek says he became a member. We appreciate you, my man. Welcome to ACU crew. Cobra Kai Ty says he's going to do a slap nut dance if we can get 7 more likes and get to 150. So
we're at 148. We're at 148.
I want to see what the slap nut dance is. So make sure you all hit that like button. And then we got Stephen James with the freaking 2-bomb. Saturday Night Slayers. Great freaking show, all. We appreciate you, Steve-O. We appreciate all you guys hanging out with us tonight on the Saturday Night Tailgate. Man, these are going to be so fun when the season starts, Mike. When there's an actual game tomorrow, this is going to be so fun. We got 160 people in here right now. We appreciate all you guys. If you're new to the channel, sub, hit that bell, hang out with us more often. Don't be afraid to get in the chat with our awesome ACU crew. And, smash that like button.
We got 2, not next week, but the week after. Not next week, but the week after. We will have a game on Sunday. We'll be tailgating for the Saints.
Hell yeah.
So not next week, but the week after that.
I think I
we'll be
speak for
tailgating
everybody.
for the Saints.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Oh, hell yeah. What?
Dad says Derek Carr or Geno Smith. Derek Carr.
For what? Your team or just like quarterbacks?
Both? That's the same thing. What are you talking about?
The show? Or to run your team?
I thought he was asking which one. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Oh, for quarterbacks, Derek Carr still. I like the idea of Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr is a pretty cool guy. I think he's pretty funny. He's a good guy. Like we've always had to hate him automatically because he's a Raider. But I mean, if you really go look at this dude, he's a really good dude. His brother's a nut job, but I mean, Derek Carr's pretty cool.
Yeah. Geno Smith might not be a bad one to watch on the show.
Well, he's one of those guys that kind of made like a sort of a comeback in the NFL, right? Like he was out of the mix, and then now he's a starter and he just got paid. So I see HD Chiefs fan says he thinks Jimmy G would be interesting.
Tim Hughes, Russ Wilson, I could see that one.
That would be a good one too, because he's kind of fallen from grace, right? He went from being a Super Bowl winning quarterback to being a joke last year.
How corny and crappy would the Russell Wilson thing be?
It'd be hilarious, pure comedy.
Funny.
I actually wrote that. Like somebody said, what 3 would you pick? And I put Anthony Richardson because I want to see the young guys. I said Joe Burrow. That was before he said that he wouldn't do it. I think I said Burrow. I can't remember. And then no, I said Derek Carr. Boom, there you go. I said Anthony Richardson, Derek Carr, and Russell Wilson for comedic relief. That's what I said.
This is crazy.
I stand by that decision.
Do we bring Patrick Mahomes back for season 2? That's what we should have.
Heck yeah. It should just be called the Patrick Mahomes Show.
Patrick Mahomes, look, I'm going to tell you the best part of this, though, is that Chiefs Kingdom that usually...
Natalie Medina. Oh, hell yeah.
Chiefs Kingdom's been ripping all over Brittany for the past years. But I think people start to come around and see that Brittany hasn't all been bad.
Man, dude,
they call her,
you can talk trash on that woman all you want, but what a support system Patrick Mahomes has with his family.
You don't know how many people that were uneducated, and not just Chiefs Kingdom, all around. Brittany, she's a gold digger, this and that. Dude,
Stupid.
Come to find out, Mahomes was the one chasing her in high school. You know what I mean? Like they were
8th
friends.
grade or something. Yeah.
Dude, how cool is that they've been able to stick it out? You don't even see that anymore, and it just shows like they're different, man. Patrick Mahomes is just different. I'm glad he's here, to be honest.
Stephen James says hopes to get some shorts from y'all before Monday. Yeah, we're gonna start posting some more shorts again. We kind of took a little break from it, just to see some things. We'll put it that way. We're just kind of testing some waters, but we took a break from shorts. We're going to be posting some more of those as well from now on. So be on the lookout for that, Steve-O.
Yeah. I do you miss doing shorts, Steve?
I think. Well,
it
we'll talk about
up some time.
I'll talk about
this. Time.
I'll talk about it more right after this. Reginald says Sky Moore has the best hands on the team.
Yeah,
absolutely agree, Reginald. But yeah, so as far as shorts go, I don't necessarily care for making shorts that don't necessarily pertain to the channel. I do like to repurpose our content. So like if we have a podcast, maybe I'll take a section of the podcast, make a short out of it, pop it out there. That way we can get new eyes on it. Because I like Mike, me and you've had this conversation before. I don't want to make a short that's about like, oh, here's this play, and then a lot of people start following you, but they don't really like the podcast style of covering the Chiefs, and it
happened a lot.
I would rather not even have that subscriber if they're not going to watch the podcast, because that's what it's all about. So it's like that's why I kind of like to make the shorts pretty relatable to what the actual content is. So that's where I'm at with shorts.
Right. Even with Chief content. Look, we did some shorts with the Deneric Johnson hit on Marcus Mariota in the playoffs, right? Calling it the worst play.
Forward progress, yeah.
We did the Raiders dancing on the logo. Those kind of went semi-viral. Not nothing crazy. They were hitting 1 million or whatever, but they're getting 2, 3, 5,000 plays a day. You would think, being Chiefs content, that would bring Chief fans over to us. And yeah, we did get some Chief fans off of it. But 90% of the subscribers was just a bunch of random people that didn't even like podcast. So they don't translate over to good watchers. They don't participate being ACU crew. Yeah, it looks good on the sub numbers, but it's like, we want to build a community of people we like. We just don't want to have an astronomical sub number of people that don't even give a crap.
Right. I don't care nothing about having just
right. So that's kind of why we took the break from shorts. Yeah. We wanted to take a look at how we could repurpose our content better and just not get a bunch of random passerbys. So yeah,
it's about the quality of the subscriber, not the number.
Right, it's the quality over
and we
the
have
quantity.
Some awesome subs, man. Like I feel like we have. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. We have the best Chiefs community on all of the internets, on YouTube, whatever you want to call it. I think we do. I think we got an awesome group of people, and it's so much fun to get on here and talk about football with you guys. One more like. Cobra Kai Ty has to do a slap nut dance of some sort. We'll figure it out.
It's at 150. It's at 150.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun. What is
Michael Juden. I don't. Kareem Hunt won't ever play for the Chiefs again, my man.
I don't think so either.
No.
People ask that a lot, and I mean, I get why people would ask it. He's cheap, whatever, but
Good player.
yeah, I just think we've cut ties with him.
The
and it's
bridge
just not
has
gonna
been
happen.
burned. Sammy Watkins, he says that too. Sammy's hurt too much. He's like worse than Kadarius Stoney.
Him and Kadarius are like, they're like, what is it?
That's funny. I didn't read the rest of the comment. Michael Juden actually said, "Should we bring back Sammy Watkins so KT and him could make a full season out of the
Yeah,
two?"
no way.
I don't even think that would be a full season between the two. We'd have to
I
throw a
don't think
third
they
in.
could get it. I don't think they could get it.
Lon,
Cobra
what's going
Kai.
on, Lon? Good to see you.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Lon, what's up? Cobra Kai gives 5 more subs.
Nice. Make sure you got that gifting turned on so you can get these. Appreciate you, Ty. You're awesome, my man. Lon, good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. He says, "Do Lions give us a game?" Yeah, I think so. Lions are a good team. They're a good young team. They're building. They got some weapons. I think they don't have anything to lose, man. Like, they're a young team out there that could shock the world and beat the Chiefs on national television on the first game of the year. So they're going to be gunning. So definitely could give us a game. It could be a blowout, but I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket.
Right. Ty with the 20 bomb.
Ty with a freaking 20 bomb. Ty, you're awesome, my man.
That's
Legendaries. Legendaries in the chat for Ty because he's a
awesome. And a
legend.
ketchup. And a ketchup.
He says, "Hell yeah." For 150 likes. Sorry.
Dude, that's awesome. Appreciate you, Ty. You are the man. K. Wayne says we should just keep doing shorts because it brings in the 9 to 14-year-old crowd.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's what it is. We just get a bunch of kids that don't really pay attention to football. Like, they're like you get like the teenage crowd that, like, they're kind of football fans, but they're kind of not. They just, Patrick Mahomes is cool. I don't know.
Big sign. Elaborate. I'm curious. It doesn't matter who your viewers are. It has to
He
do
says
with
it
direct.
does.
It does matter who. Okay. It has to do with direct market advertising and verified accounts.
Right. That's what we were saying. It matters who your viewers are.
Yeah, I think so,
Because,
too.
I mean, like, if it said we had 150,000 subscribers right now, but we only had 154 people watching our live stream, then what good is having 150,000 subscribers? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people that want to participate, that actually love the Chiefs, that want to talk about the Chiefs, that are a good person to have in the community we're building. That's what we're shooting for. So that's kind of why we strayed away from shorts for a little while, Steve-O. So that was a good comment you made.
We have something. A miracle happened. There's somebody asked a question from Facebook Live. What?
Whoa, Micah.
Micah Johnson from Facebook Live. We appreciate you being here. My God, throw out some legendaries in the chat for the first ever Facebook question, baby. Micah Johnson, get over here to YouTube and hit that sub button. Become a member.
To answer his question, how long does the Jones holdout last?
A few more weeks, maybe.
It's hard to tell, but I expect to see something in the next week. And that's me.
I think definitely. I think.
I mean, he's already gave up
$450,000
or something
Right?
stupid like that.
before the Saints game. I think something will happen.
Yeah, you're gonna see something soon, my man. It's gonna be good. King Mo in the house. What's going on, King Mo? Says, what y'all think about Eli Apple going to Miami? I think it's hilarious.
Toast.
I think it sucks for them that they had to go from Jalen Ramsey to Eli Apple, but it is funny that him and Tyreek Hill hate each other, and now they're on the same team. So that's
pretty
funny.
Eli Apple, man, good night. You got to be in a bad situation to sign Eli.
I don't
Apple.
cheer for injuries, and I don't want anybody to get injured. But anytime you see an AFC team that can compete with us get worse, I'll take it. And that's not me saying I want people to get hurt. Not at all. But having to sign Eli Apple, that's funny. That's what I'm talking about.
That's desperate. That's desperate.
That's rough.
Good night. I'd rather not even play with a corner. I'd rather just put 10 guys on the field, play an extra safety, play a linebacker at corner. I don't care. I don't want Eli Apple.
I will step up and play corner before Eli Apple does.
Sign me. I will get burnt just as bad as Eli Apple, bro.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Poor old Dolphins. Brian Gale says after the first preseason game is when he thinks that CJ will get his contract. That's a possibility, but yeah. I really think – I feel like it's closer than they're letting on. Like you keep seeing they're not close reports and they're very far apart. I think it's BS. I think it's just some drama to throw out.
Right. I've been saying what Brad's been saying. Like, he's on the same page. He's getting fined for missing camp, but it doesn't matter. You're trying to net more money. Right. Like, he's missed like $500,000. He's shooting for 30. Like, it's like, come on. But how crazy is it, though, that somebody could just lose $500,000 in a week and a half, 2 weeks, and they're just completely cool with it? What kind of world would that be? Like, wouldn't that be a nice one to be involved in?
Right. Ty says, just showing support. Glad to help people be a part of the family. Steve and Mike dump a lot of time to bring us current 411. And yeah, man, we appreciate you, Ty. Anybody that's donating and helping monetarily, that's always awesome. You can also help by just watching our videos, hitting that like button, telling a friend about us, whatever it might be. But we appreciate all y'all's support because we do put a lot of time and effort into this channel, man. It's pretty much full-time gig. We'd like it to be an actual full-time gig so we can go ahead and actually put 100% in, because sometimes time is strapped, man. So yeah. That's the goal. We'd like to be able to do this full time and really put our all into it, make this an even better channel for you guys. So appreciate all the support we get, and thanks, Ty. You're the man.
We appreciate you, brother.
Dez Jim says, how much could he lose, or would he lose, if he doesn't show up until week 1? Is it like $2 million, ain't it?
Yeah, I think missing the entirety of camp's like $2 million. But again, if you're holding out for $28-30 million a year, what's $2 million?
Right. It's still crazy, though. It's so stupid to think about. Somebody can just give away $2 million. It's disgusting. Oh, yes. Brian Parrott says CJ signs Wednesday. I'm gonna hold you to that one, Brian Parrott. Let's go. Let's freaking do it. I want to see it. OG Chiefs fan with the membership.
OG.
Welcome to the ACU crew. OG Chiefs fan
of the crew, baby. Dude,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The ACU crew. Can't wait. By the way, I can't wait till we get to camp, Steve. August 15th. That's going to be here before we know it. What is that, like 2 weeks?
It's not long, man. It's not long.
2 weeks from Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll be heading out here 2 weeks from Monday. So I will say, heads up on that, by the way. If we are going on the 15th was when we'll be there. So the 14th, we'll be traveling all day long. So that's a possibility we might not have a video out that day. Unless we do something like the night before and just kind of throw it up for everybody.
We'll get it. I think we're and for you guys that are members, we'll make sure to document a lot of that trip and get some members only posts on the community tab and stuff. That way you guys can see a little behind the scenes stuff, some fun things. We'll make sure to try to do that as much as possible. Got HD Chiefs fan with the freaking 10 bomb.
HD 10 bomb.
My wife gave me my allowance today, and it's burning a hole in my pocket. That's awesome, HD Chiefs fan. We appreciate the support. And tell your wife thanks for giving you an allowance.
Yeah. She's the real MVP here, it looks like.
I need to figure that out. I want to start getting an allowance. I don't know if mine will go for it.
Sounds good. The allowance.
Des said Andy... I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Des said Andy did an interview on the NFL, told CJ needs to get to camp, but he's letting Veach handle it. Yeah, he said he was surprised that CJ wasn't there, but it is what it is. Mike, I guess you were going to Lon here.
Yeah, early AFC Championship opponent. I mean, come on. Like the way it sits, it's got to be Bengals or Bills probably. They're still at the top. I think I put both of them above the Dolphins right now, and probably the Jets, but we'll see what the Jets do. I'm curious, man. Well, are they really going to be something or not?
A lot of people got the Ravens in the mix, and I can't put them there just yet. But, I mean, they're going to be a tough team, I'm sure, but I would lean towards the Bengals just because they've been there for the last 2 years with us, and they beat us once. So I'll go ahead and give them the nod.
Yeah. Stephen James says stream the road chat. We
could go live straight from the road, man. That would be fun. We might do something like that. OG Chiefs fan says best Chiefs podcast. We appreciate that, OG Chiefs fan. Yeah, we try to give you guys some good content, some stuff to look forward to, especially in the off season. But man, we're planning on really hitting it this season as well, and just making it a good, fun season for everybody, because I'm excited about it. I know you guys are excited for it. It's going to be a fun year.
Right. Brenda, already a member, but it says upgraded memberships.
You, Brenda.
Upgraded to the Alex Smith tier. Brenda's Alex Smith, baby.
Nice.
Brenda, yes.
Nice.
Alex Smith. You know, do some people love Alex Smith a lot, or like they love Matt Castle, and then they're like, I just want to be on the Matt Castle tier.
Well,
Like
something
you never
that,
want to upgrade because you love Matt Castle. A lot,
Alex
right?
Smith tier and up. We're supposed to do a monthly Zoom call, so we've got to get started on that because lately we've only had a couple people in that category and up, was just Ty, Chris Wright, and maybe a couple others, but we've got to figure it out. I think what we'll do is just set a date for it, and if you can make it, you make it, and if you can't, you can't. But that's just going to have to be how it is. That way, we make sure that we get it planned once a month.
Yeah, because it's getting hard to coordinate people.
Yeah.
People just got lives, so it's tough to do. But we'll just have to throw it out there one day, Steve. Just go for it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What else did I see? I was gonna. Oh, here we go. Micah again with another Facebook. Yes, he said, "What free agents that are still available do you think the Chiefs will bring in?" I don't see anybody there, Micah.
I don't.
They could look at a defensive tackle, maybe Shelby Harris, somebody like that. I just don't see.
If they
though.
continue the trend of having a vet DE, possibly, but I feel like they
Dunlap.
may have talked to Dunlap, but I mean, he just opened his restaurant in Northern Kentucky, and he's been busy with that. If I was him, I would ride out with my Super Bowl ring and be done. He's an older guy. He hit 100 sacks and for his career last year.
Yeah,
He did a lot of. He checked a lot of boxes last season, so I don't expect to see him back, but that could be somebody. Would love Justin Houston back as a vet DE. Come back full circle, finish his career as a Chief, and get him a Super Bowl ring. That would be amazing if they could work out the differences there. But I mean, as far as just, I don't know. We'll wait and see if there's any surprise cuts and stuff. Maybe if there's one out there that intrigues Rhett Reach enough, we know he'll go after him. So there could be a signing. I just don't know who. Danielle Hunter is too expensive, but I mean, that's something that they could dabble with, I guess.
Yeah, you could look at trading him, but I don't know. Yeah, Micah says Carlos Dunlap. That's possible. It's a possibility. I just don't know if Dunlap wants to play. He's opening restaurants up left and right. Who knows? That guy. Yeah, go ahead. That's the one I was going to bring up.
All right. Yeah, Michael Juden says, with the YouTube TV NFL package, can you live stream a game? I'm not for sure if you'll be able to actually show the games on there. Maybe if it was only for like people that have the package or something. I don't know if they'll be able to integrate that somehow. As far as just live streaming games, me and Mike probably will never live stream an actual game because we're way too into it. We would be banned from YouTube in no time, and we just like to hang out and relax with pops and watch the games and have a good time. So we'll definitely be doing post game reactions every game. So be on the lookout for those live streams. And I don't know if they'll integrate something like that or not, but they could, I suppose, since they own it now.
Right. I don't know if they'll do that, though, because how do you guarantee people's got it or not? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I mean, it's YouTube, so I mean, there should be some way to show that.
I guess maybe they should be smart enough to do it.
Ty says to make sure to check out the ACU store, get some nice quality gear. It helps support as well. Yeah, I appreciate you for pointing that out, Ty. You can go to our store, merch.allchiefedup.com. Mike put it in the comments. Check out the merchandise on there. Any of the purchases go straight back to the channel here, helping support us and support the channel to keep growing. So, yeah, and you get some sweet merch. So, and there's some fun stuff over there. So go check that out. I'm going to go with Lon's question here. So when do you think Kelce retires, and how many rings does he retire with? I think Kelce's got probably another 3 years of very competitive football left. And then we'll see where it goes from there. And if that's the case, I think he's going to retire with 5 rings.
Yeah, I would say something like that.
Because we're getting ready to rip off, 4 or 5 in a row. We're going to be the first team ever to do it, baby. We going to do it.
I mean, we probably win.
Could you imagine? How
we
crazy would that be?
I mean, worst case scenario, we win 1 out of the next 3 years, right?
Right.
So
Yeah,
he's at least
Tim.
got to have 3.
What's up, Tim? Good to see you, my man. He says, did you see Frank Clark's comments about the KC-Denver rivalry? Yeah, I posted it on Twitter earlier. I was talking about how funny it is that Frank Clark's still taking shots at Denver, even though he's an actual Bronco now. But basically, he was just saying, for you guys that didn't see it, that it's not a rivalry, because for it to be a rivalry, it needs to be competitive, and the Chiefs haven't lost in 15 games to the Broncos. And basically just told it how it was, same way he would have if he was a Chief. So got to respect Frank Clark for that one.
Dude, Frank, I was watching that and I was cracking up because
Yeah.
it's like he was taking a shot at him, but at the same time, it's like to get better, you have to
You got to be
you have to
realistic.
just tell the truth. Yeah,
Right.
like you can't
have to face
sugarcoat
reality,
it.
right?
Like it's not a rivalry anymore. It's called the Chiefs just own you.
Let's see here. Dev says Kelce can break Tony's yard record in 4,738 yards. How many years you think that takes? 3 or 4 years? I think it takes at least 4 years. Could take 5. Just depends. If Kelce can keep hitting 1,000 yards every year, that'd be amazing. If he can do that for another, I mean, no one's ever done it as long as he has now. I think Greg Olsen did like 3 years, but Kelsey's running on 5 or 6, just going nuts. So yeah, I mean, I think that he will break that record, Des. The timeline up for debate.
Yeah. I think he probably breaks it at some point.
Chief Kelce says Kelce retires with at least 4 rings. I believe so,
2
too.
more. Okay.
I think so, man. Right there with you, Chief Kelce. All right. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. We're going to jump off here in just a minute. So if you guys have any last-minute questions, just go ahead and get those in. We appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us. Always fun talking to you guys. You guys are amazing. ACU crew rules. And if you're new to the channel, thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure to hit that sub button. Hang out with us more often. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers before the end of the season. That's a goal that the ACU crew set right here in the live chat. So we're on our way. We're at 11K right now. So I think we can get there. So we appreciate all you guys that donate and get the word out. And I mean, if you guys are in other live streams with Chiefs fans, make sure to throw us out there. Just get as many eyeballs on us as we can. And we'll hit our goals. And we appreciate you guys big time. And also, when you're leaving today, if you could take a second to hit that like button on your way out, that would be awesome. It helps us out tremendously. And be on the lookout for shorts this weekend. And then, of course, we'll be back on Monday with a full podcast. Video podcast will be released, so be on the lookout for that. We appreciate you guys for real, though. Can't thank you guys enough. Stephen James, Dez, Chief Kelce, Jamfry Gable, Marshall, Cobra Kai Ty, of course, been going off today. HD Chiefs fan, and then you guys that became members. You guys are all awesome. We appreciate you guys. So just gotta give you guys the props, man.
Yep.
Keep this
tomorrow
train
they're
rolling.
back at it, right? They don't take any weekends off, so they're back at it tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. We might do some kind of an update tomorrow, actually. Yeah.
Might go live just for about an hour or something tomorrow during the evening, give you guys an update.
Yeah, we'll
if
see
y'all
how the
want.
schedules line up and stuff and see how that goes.
Yep. We may do that. Why not? We don't usually do nothing on Sunday. I guess we can get off our asses and do something, Steve.
Micah, we talked about this earlier. What do you guys think about Kelce trying to fight everybody? We're just laughing about it. It's just hot. Probably irritated. I think it's a little bit of passion, a little bit of whatever. He came out and said that he needs to be a better example, better leader. End of story. So, I mean, I think it's a big nothing burger, but it's just funny. It's funny. Mike, I think we should watch the Travis Kelce punch out one more time real quick.
Okay. Give me a second. Here we go. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, you guys got to see this. Yeah.
It's so dumb, by the way. It's kind of hilarious.
Look at the picture.
Dude, was that Cochrane that ripped that 43 right there?
Probably.
Cochrane started it yesterday.
Hey, knockout punch coming up.
Dude, he even punched Brian Cook. Here we go. Dude, what are they saying to each other right there?
Yes.
Dude, what is Cochrane doing?
I love it. That's a
I'm
way
watching,
to.
dude. I'm watching. I want to watch the play again. Here we go. Leo, right here in the middle. Where's Cochrane come from? Oh, all the way across the formation. I tell you why I think Kelce might be a little irritated about that.
Why?
Because you throw punches like that and you
Because
don't
Taylor
hit the
Swift
football.
shot him down.
No, you keep hitting people in the arms and the hands and the fingers. You can break a finger or a hand. Travis Kelce, you don't want to miss half the season with a broken hand because you're punching at him in practice.
Yeah, they need to stop that crap. It's stupid. What are they trying to do? Cause a fumble in practice? Who gives a crap? That's dumb.
Yeah, like who cares? The dude already caught the ball.
We understand
So-
playing hard. We understand there's guys on the team that have to play super hard to try to make the team, like Jack Cochrane, DiCaprio Bootle, Lamar Jackson. There's a lot of guys that are just, trying to give their all to make this team. So you gotta allow some extra play because they're just working really hard. But come on, man, come on.
Right.
Kevin Robinson says, any word on Noah Gray? Noah Gray is going to be a beast, man. I've been really pumping up Sky more, and I'm pumping up Noah Gray just as much. I think Noah can fill in quite nicely into that Travis Kelce role if need be. And I think that we're kind of shaping him to do that, to take some of the snaps. That way we can take a little bit off Kelce. And, yeah, I mean, we did see, I think it was a couple days ago. I can't remember if it was Pete Sweeney or one of those guys. Pete's Weenie. But, yeah, I think he was talking about how fast Noah Gray looked. He looked like he had an extra gear they hadn't seen before. And he was making some great plays out there. So, yeah, pumped on Noah Gray.
Yeah, Noah Gray's got a pretty good year. Can we watch the Justin Ross play again?
Why not? We watched it 5 times.
Sorry, played the wrong one. Cut you off.
Let's look
But
at
it's
it.
good.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's do it again. Let's play it this way.
There we
Look
go.
at
Whoop.
that. Come on. What's this hand
I
clean?
saw nothing.
Come on, dude. Cleaning his hands. But play of the day, though, right here. Here we go. Danny Shelton to Nick Allegretti. Play of the day, baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think you got to end it on that. I mean,
We
there's nothing
ended
more
it.
perfect than to end it on Danny Shelton completion.
Why the heck not?
Danny
Big
Shelton,
ugly throwing a
QB4.
touchdown pass. He's going to pull a Don Terry Poe this year. He's going to have a hungry pig right.
Could be, man. Hungry pig. It's going to be very hungry pig.
It could be. It could be, man. We appreciate all you guys. I know I've said it a million times, but we do. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button on your way out and keep the lookout for tomorrow. We might be back live with a quick camp update or something. Either way, keep an eye out for content. We thank you, and we hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. And Mike, you got anything left for Chiefs Kingdom today? The ACU crew?
I don't. Just a good night. Love the Saturday night tailgate. I love it.
Mike loves Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. Let's go watch it.
Yeah. So hit that sub button if you haven't yet. Hit that like button, and we'll catch you next time. ACU crew, you guys are awesome. Thanks.
Go Chiefs.
There goes a sight from my soul.